everybody, how's it going? We're back with another fun-filled episode of Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you everyone for joining us. We appreciate you being here, and of course thanks to everybody who joined us last week. My name is Moose. Yes, I'm taking it back. We're going to be going back to the old school, to the roots. I will be the DM, Dungeon Master tonight. Thanks to everyone who joined us last week and in our other streams that we do. We always really appreciate that. We have some new follows we want to shout out. Cherry Slims, Marion958, Misrad29, Carl Sagan, Red X Gaming's, Turblicious, Zombie Nation Plays, and Super Mexican Bros. Those of you who are here from the Blurred Without Fear channel, thank you very much for joining us. We hope you enjoy the stream. And if there's anybody here who isn't aware of the Blurred Without Fear, he is a fantastic commentator on anything comic book related and very entertaining to watch when he is streaming online. So go check out his stream as well if you get the opportunity. That's Blurred Without Fear, B-L-E-R-D, without fear, no spaces, no underscores, anything like that. But anyways, we do D&D every Saturday at 8. And then during the week, we just jerk around on other games. And so if you want to join us for that too, that's always good. We're done with that.
Nice.
Anybody want to say anything else before we start?
Yeah, Kenshi's a really hard fucking game, if anyone knows what that is.
Is that the game you've been playing?
Yeah, it's like some post-apocalyptic world, and it's like kind of samurai-ish, but every body part has health. So,
Wow.
at one point, my character was resting in a bed with his arm just dangling, wobbling in every direction, disconnected from his body, and you could just lose limbs forever, apparently. So,
Wow.
that's the thing.
And that's no good.
It's a lot of fun, though.
I have all the table.
Yeah, we are down a player tonight. Next week we'll be pretty full, actually. We've got a pretty special stream for next week that I'm definitely looking forward to. So hopefully everyone will join us for that. Anybody? Go ahead.
I would love to play Super Mexican Bros as a video game.
I'm sure that exists somewhere.
I'm sure. Just be a color palette mod, right? Just...
Pretty much. So, as anybody who's watched us before knows, we start every week with a recap. So we're going to do that, but we're also going to continue our little experiment here. Anybody who subscribes to us will have the opportunity to give one of our players or an enemy a free natural 20 that they can use for whatever they want. Currently, right now, the only person with one to use here is Luna over here.
Give me more, please.
Brad has one too, but Brad's not with us. And we'll keep doing this because it's fun until it becomes a problem. If it becomes a problem, we'll have to figure something else out. But it's fun nonetheless. So, let's do the recap, and then we'll get started. Yeah, who wants to give the recap?
I could do the recap.
Sigurd is the man with the plan.
Alright, so we're going off memory here because my note-taking skills are minimal, but my memory is excellent, as you're about to see. So, we were trying to find the city of Omu, and we again were guessing what direction to go. As we're traveling through the jungles of Chult, we happen upon another group camping out in I won't say a clearing. It was enough of a clearing to set up a camp, but there are no clearings in this damn jungle that I'm aware of. But we met some characters at this camp. And we weren't too cautious about approaching them because I feel like we had the numbers and we were like
They were
whatever.
fighting undead.
Oh, correct. They were actually fighting. Yes, that's why I had no problem approaching because we're heroes. We're going to save them. So we didn't really do that because their barbarian friend took out most of them, and I shot one, and you shot one, but they killed most of them.
We were here.
Either way, we got to meet. Let's see. Actually, I have their names. I wrote these down. We met Zagmira, which was their warrior lady, Dryax, and Thasma, these weird red robe people. They were kind of rude, but they're like, oh, I'm better than you. And Orvex, who was their guide. Apparently, he had been hired by these two to find Omu. Wow, what do you know? We found people also going to where we're going. We thought we'd take advantage of that, make niceys, and see if we could hang out and follow them the next day. Exactly, more the merrier. They left us in the middle of the night. So I'm a little hot about it. Others are as well. I think Lucan was more patient about it. He was like, well, let's be chill about it. But regardless, we pursued. And by tracing the tracks, we actually found Omu. It is huge. Do you have it pulled up right now?
I will pull it up right now on a kind of a smaller scale. There we go. It's in the bottom left corner.
Massive city that we were a little overwhelmed with at first, lined with gargoyle statues all around the perimeter. So we decided to take a nice, easy southwest route of just going down some steps towards the guard gatehouse. I'll fast forward a bit to where we saw some smoke in a plaza a little bit more into the city, and when we got there, death. Death everywhere. Of robed folks, actually. Red robed folks. And also, all 4 of those people I just named off earlier. So, that's really no good.
Womp womp.
But doing a little more exploration, we discovered a shrine to the frog dude. Was it Kubazan?
Yes,
Is that right? The shrine of Kubazan. And we went inside that shrine, and it had a very odd trap. There were lots of planks sticking out the wall, and Brad took turns hopping and falling. I took turns hopping and falling. We argued for about 10 minutes on how we do this. And I chose to Misty Step to the end of this little area, grab the cube, put something that weighed just as much, Misty Step out, and we pieced out. Oh yeah, and Luna got the key out of the frog statue mouth to get in there in the first place. Mm-hmm. Also with Misty Step shenanigans.
Many shenanigans.
I think we avoided something real big doing that too.
Maybe.
Smart.
We use our big brains.
The last thing that I remember happening was not so pleasant. I was looking for an area maybe we could just set up, or actually no, I was looking for an area I could scout out the city, get up somewhere high and kind of look around. So I go in one of the little houses to the side of this plaza we were hanging out in. Once I go inside, the floor collapses, and suddenly I'm being grasped by a lot of these plant, vine, spiky, long tendrils. And I'm being slowly sucked into it. And I'm not feeling too good about that, but hopefully my friends have my back.
That was a pretty good recap. You receive initiative.
Oh, initiative?
Not initiative. Inspiration.
I'll take both initiative and inspiration. No, I'm just kidding.
But
Bless you.
I do need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
All right.
I was thinking one thing and it just farted out of my mouth like it likes to do.
Happens the best of us.
Out of my mouth face hole. So great recap. You wandered into one of the abandoned houses. It was kind of overgrown. Didn't really look in the best of shape. And when you stepped in, the floor fell out, pitting you into the basement about 10 feet below. And although you didn't take any damage from the hit because you landed on some nice green plants, it did start wrapping its tendrils around you, and you did take some damage, I believe. Mm-hmm. So as you were falling, you did call out for help, and this building from the outside, it's a 2-story building. Probably it's not super big. Probably about probably about 40 feet by like 30 feet maybe from the street. But you saw Sigor go in, and then you heard kind of a crash and rumble, and then a call for help.
I run forward.
So I'm going to go ahead and get everybody's initiative score. So 25 to 20. 19 to 15.
I'm going to go get a drink on this one.
14 to 10.
12.
Okay.
Wow.
And, okay. That's okay. Okay, so, I assume Luna and Lucan, you both heard the scream for help and run towards the building. When you get there, you look inside and you see the bottom of this first floor. A big chunk of it, not all of it, but a big chunk of it has just completely collapsed inward. Beyond that, there is kind of a little path around. There is another set of stairs that seem like it lead up to the second floor and then possibly the roof. But as you look over and look down into this pit, you see Sigor down there being essentially coiled up by these thorny vines. And they are, I already pre-rolled this stuff here. So that's a 16 to hit on you again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's going to be 8 bludgeoning damage as it constricts you even tighter. And I need you, let's see. Go ahead and make an escape. Try to escape with a strength athletics check or a dexterity check. Whichever one's better.
10.
Okay, this thing still has you restrained. And you do take another 12 poison damage.
Jeez.
That does bring us to your turn now. So you can use your action to try and escape again if you want.
Well, I'm just fresh out of Misty Steps, so
Of course.
we're gonna have to do this the raw way and try to just struggle free.
Okay.
So what is that? Another what is that? Strength check or athletics? Or
Athletics or dexterity, whichever is better for you.
21.
Okay. You manage to get your hand on Bookmark on your dagger. And cut through one of the vines, and it kind of falls away, and you free one arm and you free another, and you manage to get up and hop just to the side of it. Now, even though that's not the case here, the entire floor of this room is overgrown with plant and vines and everything like that.
Does it feel squishy and damp, or does it feel like just hard plant style?
Mostly hard plant.
Okay. Let's try to be clever then. How long would it take to get a torch out and ignite that thing right now?
Between the escape and doing that, I would consider that your action.
Okay. In that case, I need to get me some distance because I'm not feeling good. As soon as I get out, I see some stairs over here, yeah?
Yep.
And I make my way that way.
Okay.
20, there.
Okay, yeah, you make it up. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
Luna, what would you like to do? You're pretty much looking at Sigor, who has kind of climbed these steps up here, and you see this kind of overgrown plant area.
I want to hold my turn and see what Sigor's gonna do.
Okay. Are you holding for anything specific, or?
I mean, if Sigor's attacked again, then I want to cast Blight
Okay.
on the magical creature.
What's your armor
Magical plant. Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Is this thing about to come and attack me? Because if it attacks me too, obviously I'm gonna be like, oh no, not bitch, Blight, Blight.
Okay. Is it higher than a 25?
That's a no for me.
Obviously no.
Okay. So as you're looking at Sigor come up, you see a vine reach out from another part of the room down
Blight.
there. And when that does, it grasps you and pulls you down. Now you can, since Blight is, I'll say you are able to cast Blight on it if you'd like. But you're also going to take some damage.
Okay.
You're going to take 15 bludgeoning damage as it constricts you and pulls you back down to the ground. And at that point, Sigor, when you turn around, you see that there seems to be another kind of central area down here where these vines are protruding from. There we go. So that's gonna be all the damage you take for now.
How much did you say? Sorry. 15?
15, yes.
Right.
And for Blight?
So it needs to make a, well, first let me ask, is it a magical plant?
Doesn't seem to be.
Or is it a magical creature?
I mean,
Or is it just?
You can use your turn to make an Arcana check to determine that.
Well, depending on what kind of plant creature it is, it's either going to automatically fail or it's going to have to take a disadvantage. So, knowing that,
So you can either try to cast Blight and see what happens, or you can spend your turn to make an Arcana
I'm
check.
just going to cast Blight and see what happens.
Yeah.
Depending on what it is, it needs to possibly make a Constitution saving throw. If the target is a plant creature or a magical creature, it makes the saving throw with disadvantage and the spell deals maximum damage to it.
Did you say plant or magical creature?
Yes.
So it's already a plant.
A plant creature or a magical plant
Okay, so con save at disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
Okay, what's the DC?
DC is a 16.
Okay. It rolled a 21 and a 19.
Wow.
Of course it did. It takes 32 damage still.
All right.
Nice.
You see some of the vines that seem to emanate from this creature kind of shrivel away, but it still has its grip on you as it's pulling you in. And basically, it's almost like quicksand, like it's pulling you in. Lucan, you see Sigor run up, and then immediately you see Luna just get snatched down.
Can I reaction also? Or bonus action?
I'm sorry. I thought that was the end of your turn.
What happened? I want a Misty Step. I want to say, bye, bitch. Get off of me.
Okay. Misty Steps.
Okay.
It's the best spell.
Oh, I know. I missed it. Something
Make
like
sure.
Thought you had me. Poof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So you
See you.
Misty Step. Where are you Misty Stepping to?
Back upstairs.
Okay.
These terrible things. As long as it's 30 feet, of course.
Yeah. It's only about 10 feet down into that basement.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm really done.
Now Lucan. Sorry.
I'm gonna run up to the edge, I guess safely, so I can look down. And I'm gonna use my speech of beast and leaf,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and talk to the plants and say, because it says it's limited manner, so I'm gonna say, release us and let us leave, and try and convince it to release us and let us leave.
Sure.
I have advantage on all charisma checks you make to influence plants. You have the ability to communicate in a limited manner with beasts.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Persuading the plants to go away.
Yeah.
Fuck off,
If this
plants.
works.
Nope.
Did you say you
That
have
was worth a
advantage?
try. It says I have advantage on all charisma checks you make to influence them.
Yeah. So that's advantage.
Okay, right on. Thank goodness. Ooh, a charisma check?
Yeah. Persuasion's charisma.
Or persuasion, yeah, persuasion. It's gonna be a 16.
Okay. So it doesn't necessarily speak back to you.
Right.
But you just get the feeling of intense hunger.
Oh. And then. Alright, well, it's gonna be like that then. And then, I'm gonna cast good old spiritual weapon on it within 60 feet. Would I be able to discern, like, points of origin, just like in this moment of like coming up there?
Yeah.
Or does it all look just like
It's,
plant
I mean,
matter?
it's a lot of plant matter, but you can see kind of where Luna got sucked to, and you saw where.
Are that like
Sigor was.
malls, kind of?
Not really.
Or-
It's just a big kind of tangled
Okay.
mess. Of
Um,
vines.
I'll just I'll cast on this one
Okay.
right here because it's within 60 feet.
Okay.
And then I'll go ahead and continue the bonus action and give it a good old melee spell attack
Okay.
against it. That's gonna be a 16 to attack.
That hits.
Nice. It's gonna be some force damage. Oh, nice. 8 plus 5 force damage. That's 12.
Very nice.
9, 10, 11. 9,
13.
10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, you're right. 13. End of turn.
Okay, yeah. The force of it, you just see it kind of, a lot of the foliage kind of blow back, you know. Yeah, exactly. Kind of do a little bit of a wobble action.
Hit it with my waterfall towel.
So after that, after Lucan, that brings us back to vine number 1, who is going to attempt to pull you back again, Sigor. About, let's see, how far away. Nope, he's not, because he can't reach you. So he's actually going to reach toward you.
That's fine. Same motion. The same
but
motion.
I'm pretty sure that's going to miss. That's going to be a 15. Yeah, so as it reaches up, you literally bat it out of the way, this tentacle, which brings us back to Sigor.
When I got up those stairs, I was pretty much just breathing woozily as I have cuts and I'm poisoned a bit, and not feeling very good at all based on my current hit point number. But I take my bow out and I'll turn around and I'll try to aim as hard as I can with the sharpshooter and use the planar warrior on the arrow.
Okay, which one are you attacking?
That
the one that grabbed you?
Yeah, that's the only one I'm aware of. Yeah. It's a nat 1 for the first attack.
Oh.
Okay. You see, as your arrow kind of goes through the sky for the limited amount of time, a vine just kind of randomly, it didn't even mean to. A vine just kind of whipped up, and the arrow just stuck into it, and then it just kind of flailed away.
I'll try one more shot. Oh boy. 11.
That is also going to miss as you at that point your frustration, you just let loose another arrow and it just sinks into just another random part of these vines that don't seem to it doesn't look like all of these vines are necessarily connected to whatever these creatures
like a core
are.
thing.
It's like this whole place was already overgrown and then these things are just in here.
I'm gonna stumble and limp towards the door.
Okay.
Which way is that?
Yeah, pretty much that way right there. Yeah.
10, it's 15. I'll say I'll
You're
stumble
outside, yeah.
20 feet and take a knee.
Take a hard knee.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, you guys see Sigor just very disheartedly take 2 shots and then turn around and stumble out of the building. That is going to bring us to Luna.
If I cast Fireball in between them, it's 20-foot radius. Would it get both of them?
It would.
Okay, I want to do that.
Okay.
Burn the plants.
I would like them to please
Make
do
a
a
dex
dex
save.
save.
And they need to beat a what, 16?
Yep.
You can't imagine plants are decked.
Both of them failed.
Perfect.
They just kind of sit there, right?
You gotta need an extra d6.
I got it.
They're healed slightly because of photosynthesis.
The light.
The light.
Can I do a sorcerer point on this? Or
It's up to you.
I would like to.
Okay.
An empowered spell.
Okay.
Ooh,
Luna
look at
will
all of
avenge.
these.
Luna
Wow.
will avenge you on these plants.
Nah, I hope so.
Gotta reroll 2 of them. And they were both once again. How about that? 31.
Okay.
Boom.
So you throw this tiny little bead of fire into the room, and as it reaches the floor, it just explodes and fills a large portion of that room with flame, dealing massive damage to both of these. The original one that had grabbed Sigor, you see it kind of burn and then wither, and then it kind of pulls itself up almost above the rest of the regular foliage and just stop moving. The other one seems to be severely hurt, but still writhing around.
I would like to step back to where I feel like it can't get me, so to speak.
You would essentially have to either like go upstairs to the next floor or leave the building pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stand strong.
Okay.
Even though I probably shouldn't.
You're
I'm gonna
so
stand
strong. You are so strong. Okay.
I hope so.
That is going to. Does that end your turn?
It sure does.
Okay.
It's gonna attack me now. I'm prepared. I fail.
So you are right. It is. You see another vine lash out at you, but since it's kind of still riling from your fireball, it just completely misses and hits the wall beside you. You kind of move out of the way and dodge. Lucan, it's your turn.
Praise thee.
Well, Luna, I hadn't really thought of it before, but I guess we could have just up and leave. I'm gonna sit here for a second, ponder my life. Luna, I think we should go, and then I'm just gonna I'm gonna walk out.
Okay.
If I can get to Sigor to 30 feet, I will touch him. If I can't, then I will do something.
Yeah, I'd say you can just make it.
Okay, I'll cast good old Cure Wounds on you, Sigor.
Just on the ground. Lucan. Hey.
I know you're feeling it, buddy. It's okay. Alright, so that's gonna be... healed you for 12. Congratulations.
Yes, that's good enough.
And I healed myself for 3. I needed it.
Sigor, it's your turn.
yeah,
After Lucan.
While looking up at him after he puts his hand on my shoulder and starts healing me, where's Luna?
She's right behind me.
You turn to look, you don't see her.
God damn it. I get up, I trudge back inside.
Okay.
When I come in the door, I look around.
You see Luna standing on a ledge. So basically, it's pretty much the middle of this room that is caved in into this basement beneath. And so there's still kind of an area around the perimeter that you can walk, one of which does, again, lead to stairs that lead up.
Where are those stairs from where I'm at right now?
You kind of have to walk this way around, and then they go up right here.
Can I see that guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically right now, those stairs are just pretty much there. Like, you're looking down into a pretty open area.
This is accurate. I
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
In that case, I'll plan our warrior sharpshooter down at that thing again.
Okay. The only difference is there are actually walls here. I just didn't put them there for the sake of so y'all can actually see.
I gotcha. That is a 14.
That hits.
Yes.
Hey-oh.
That's gonna be... So that's... That's gonna be 28 force damage.
Okay. So you come back in with the with the resolve of a king, and that was one of your planar warrior attacks. Let loose your arrow. It turns into that teal energy, and as it finds its mark right in the center of this writhing mass of vines, you see it just kind of explode with force. You see vines kind of fly around everywhere and then fall to the ground, and then no more movement. And now we are actually out of initiative.
Hey.
Luna, was there another?
There was.
I got a notch another.
Gone.
I'm gonna walk in right behind him. Hey guys, and I'm gonna pop a mass heal word.
What a nice guy.
I think we could all use a breather. Everybody gets healed for 12,
Yay!
Another 12.
including me.
Whew, I gotta say, I'm feeling much better. Oh, it is never fun being wrapped up in the arms of someone you don't love. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Oh boy, I'm gonna stretch out a bit. Plants are one of my favorite enemies, so I really don't like the idea that I was caught, strangled a bit, and pricked by one, because normally I'm really good about that. But it is what it is.
Oh, were you talking to us?
Yeah,
Oh.
of course. I'm good with plants. And undead now, because we've been here for a long time.
Oh.
So,
Well, I didn't know if it was one of those things, like if you were having what was going to be like an internal crisis, but then you were letting us know about it. So I just kind of was like, oh.
oh no, crisis averted.
Yes.
I only wanted to come in here to scout anyhow. I was going to go upstairs and just overlook the city a bit. You know, those damn things down below. But I guess now that we've cleared out this area, I want to poke my head outside the door and look up. Where's the sun at right now?
Right now, it's hard. You actually can't see it right now. It's still fairly light outside.
Mm-hmm.
But since you're down in this kind of basin and then there are trees above that, it's no longer visible. So you would assume it's probably fairly late in the afternoon.
Okay.
But there still is plenty of light.
Where's Brad?
Is he not? I look. Do you see Brad anywhere?
Shrug emotion.
No.
Maybe he ran off.
I
Maybe.
probably saw something shiny. And, I want to try and message him. Brad, hello. Are you around us anywhere? Where'd you go? Brad.
How far does your message go?
120 feet.
You don't get anything.
You could have dashed away in that fight.
He's maybe dead, maybe not. Yeah.
Maybe he'll find what we're looking for.
You make a perception check though, Sigor.
There it is. 11.
Okay. You don't notice any like footsteps or signs of a struggle beyond all of the other, dead, robed individuals that are also already scattered around this courtyard. Your sight did kind of pass back over that scorched-in symbol of Dendar. It's almost like you're looking around and you see it there and you keep going, and then you kind of like come back to it. You remember him saying something about Dendar.
I think his Dendar love may have gotten to him. Maybe he's seeking out his snake god as we speak. Poor misguided fool.
Well, hopefully it won't hurt him, otherwise he'll need to scale things back, right?
Wait, what do you mean?
When you do too much, you need to, step back, lay off, reduce your activities.
No, what does he mean?
I think he's trying to be funny with his words.
Yes, Lucan.
I just sit there kind of smug.
Well, I don't really know what time of day it is, so I guess we press on for a bit, although I'm feeling a little spent. Actually, Lucan, are you able to expend some type of healing energy without maybe using up some of your power, if we just take some time?
I think you're doing a great job.
No, not encouragement. Actually, and I'll pull one of my sleeves, maybe cover up the slits and slashes on me and whatnot.
And you see quite a few pretty deep gashes on his arms and shoulder.
Well, you have healed me. I'm afraid you've merely stopped me from dying immediately. Still not doing too well.
Well, nothing like without some thought and effort, if you will. I mean, if you were about to die, I could do that all day. I can make sure you don't die. Like that. Or that. Or that. But, since you're among the living, that is a different issue. If we sit here for about 10 minutes, that could make us all feel better. But it will, will require some effort and some concentration
if you're willing. I would absolutely appreciate it.
Sure. So I will sit here and start thinking of prayer of healing.
Okay.
You just gotta stay pretty close to me, but you don't have to talk or anything. And I just cool.
Do we want to look upstairs real quick, just while we're here?
Do we have to stay in your range for those 10 minutes?
I mean, if it's within 30 feet at the end of 10 minutes.
Okay. Right. Let's go take a fast look. But if we engage anything, we run back.
Okay.
Don't want to take the chance. Okay. So we'll go back inside the building. I'll look down at the broken area at the plants for a moment, and then I guess start trotting upstairs.
Yeah, so you kind of edge your way around the side of the room, and you do find your way up the stairs. When you get upstairs, you do see more kind of overgrowth, nothing moving or anything like that, and nothing so intensely overgrown as what you saw, or what you found in the basement. Once you get up to that second floor, which looks like it was probably at one point maybe some kind of bedroom or something like that, there is a ladder that leads up to like a hatch that seems to go to the roof.
Is this floor mostly solid?
Yes.
Well,
That was the dog that hit the mic. Sorry, everybody.
I think we could at least camp here when nighttime comes. We want to make a little checkpoint here.
Yeah.
But there's where I wanted to go originally, so you want to come with, Scout?
Why not? Sure.
We go up the ladder.
Okay. So
God bless you, lady. Our
when
dog
you
sneezed.
when you go up the ladder, you find yourself on this flat-topped. The roof of this building is very flat, with just probably about a 2-foot kind of, I guess, riser around the edge. I don't even know what the term for that is. So it's not even very like a safety barrier or anything. But you do notice a few things from here as you kind of take your measure of the area, at least from what you can see. Because right now you are still in that area with the larger square there, and you're in that very most northern tallest building right there. So about probably by your guess about 500 feet to your northeast, you see a large area of the city that has been completely flooded. At one particular point, you see a very large tree that's fallen and spans the river to the other side of the city. And then a bit further northeast beyond that, you see two large obelisks standing in front of another large stone building. And those obelisks look very similar to the ones that were in front of the Kubazan shrine, although one of those had fallen into that
That's
water.
way on the other side of that river, right?
It is right there.
Okay.
So that's where you see the obelisk. This is the tree here.
Ah, I see it now.
The other thing you see, about 300 feet directly to your east, you see another pair of obelisks that stand before another stone building, which is right there. And then close to 800 feet to the north, you see a third set of obelisks that tower over the rest of the buildings around them. But you can't see from where you are the building that they're standing in front of, at least from where you currently are. And then lastly, about 600 feet to the north, kind of looking through the trees and kind of in between buildings, you think you can make out what looks to be another abandoned campsite, again about 600 feet to the north, which is about right there.
Okay. So those are all the things I was able to.
Yeah, those are the things that stuck out to you.
Are these obelisks? They're all different giant creatures, or is it just literally like tall obelisks?
So they do seem to have some sort of carvings in them, but from that distance, it's impossible to say what they are.
Okay.
All you know is that they bear again the same resemblance to the obelisk that stood out in front of the Kubazan shrine.
Right. Luna,
Yes.
here, and somewhere around here are a few points of interest I've noticed. I've marked them down on this map. This being the closest one. Honestly, I was just going to do the whole perimeter of the city. There's way too many interesting things here to avoid. Also, curiously, right there, I believe I may have spotted a campsite. If I look back over the ledge and kind of double check that. How many of those cube things did we need? Do you know?
9.
9 of them.
9 trickster gods.
So there should be 9 shrines here, and we've hit 1, and that's 2, and that's 3, and that's 4, and then other ones I can't see. Okay. Well, what's your take? Do you think we should go to this obelisk here next because it's closest, or do you want to investigate the camp before maybe we can discover someone there or whatnot?
I feel like because it's so close, we should go there. But also, I feel like let's go to the camp because if they're foe, then we should be aware. But if they're friend, you know.
That is, I agree. Maybe they have eyes on us, that if we head to
Right.
the obelisk, they'll have the advantage on us.
Right.
Anyhow,
And then
that's a good
we'll
point.
get the obelisk, and then they'll come and they'll be like, "That's my obelisk," and I'll be like, "Nah, I got the deed to this obelisk."
I got the deed to this
I'm not
obelisk.
sure about the last part, but I'm in agreement with you.
Shout out.
Right. Well, now
Shout
that I have
out.
a plan, let's head back down and head to Lucan and let him finish up his ritual.
Okay.
And so we do
Okay.
that.
As you leave, make a perception check for me. Luna, since you're up there, you can make it as well.
14.
Okay.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Very
Hey.
nice.
I got my eyeballs on.
Very nice. Sigor, you're pretty concerned about going back downstairs, so you don't notice this. Luna, you kind of take one last look behind you as you're about to climb down, and you see far off to the north, easily 2,000 feet away, there's a large group of trees, large trees, that kind of sway to this. It's like they part and they kind of move to the side as though something very large is moving through them.
Oh.
Tyrannosaurus.
And as they are moving, you see birds kind of flying.
Tyrannosaurus. T-Rex.
And then eventually it's
T-Rex.
You see the movement stop.
Luna, what are you talking
But
about?
that was way
Probably
up.
ants.
Frost giant. Something. Where's the ring? Oh my god.
Easy. It's just,
We have a troll.
It's moving.
We have a
It's
cave
moving.
troll.
what
that
is
was, that was kind of way up there.
Up there, you see her, right? All the birds flying?
I look over the
Someone
ledge
moved
and
the trees.
look in that
You don't
direction.
see any
And-
trees moving because they've stopped, but you do see a decent sized amount of birds kind of flying out.
Something's
away
up there.
from a
Large.
plant. But again, very far away at this
We
point.
need giant mounts.
So you think you said a T-Rex?
Well, look, I don't know what would make trees move like that. We're in the jungle and it's a T-Rex for sure. I mean, or something. Maybe a frost giant. Maybe some, I don't know, something big. Big.
I guess that's something we'll have to hopefully avoid while we're here. Sort of like the labyrinth and the Minotaur. You know what I mean? Except this is the labyrinth, and whatever you're terrified of is the Minotaur.
It's a Demogorgon.
It's a different organ.
I'm sure we'll find out, but hopefully we'll stay away from it. Or at least I'll try to keep my wits about me to where I can maybe detect it.
I'm still staring. Like, can I see what's
You don't see any
happening?
more movement.
Oh my god.
So for now, we should get with Lucan, though. Once we stay together, we should be okay.
Okay.
Could be a myriad of things. Okay, so you climb back down. Again, going through the building. No signs of movement from any of the plant life in there. You do make it back out to Lucan. About this time, 10 minutes is up as you're all coming out.
So I'll stand up and boom, and then boom, boom. Shoot holy light, and then everybody is gonna get healed for. God, the worst. Can I use Jamie's inspiration and reroll?
You cannot.
Everybody gets 12.
All right.
That's all I need.
12's a hot number, huh?
I rolled a 2 and a 1 on a D8.
That's good enough. I have my old maximum of health. This is okay. Okay.
I got my new maximum.
I explained to Lucan everything that we just went over, and I pointed on the map all the points that I think show interest. But I do think we should check out that camp first. As Luna stated, if there's someone else here and their goals are similar, they may help us, or they may try to hinder us if we go elsewhere. So that should be our first stop.
And there's a T-Rex here somewhere. No big deal.
Oh yeah, and there's a giant
see
creature of some sort.
I didn't see it, but I did see something literally part the ways of trees.
The last thing that did that was an undead gigantic dinosaur that ate our previous goblin friend. You forgot it, yeah. That was terrifying. I was in there for a minute. I think Lucan was in there for a minute.
I was there.
Yeah. Been inside too many things in this jungle. Now that I think about it.
Including the jungle itself.
Oh, yeah, that for too long. But let's go check out that camp.
Maybe we'll find somewhere to sell stuff.
I doubt that.
I just want to go shopping.
I want to start walking to that large stone. It looks like hallway.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's like a raised path, essentially. It is about 5 feet above the rest of the ground level.
Okay, I go up there and do a quick scale.
Okay. Well, there's steps that
Oh.
lead up to it.
Oh, okay, right
in
on.
these big areas here. So you kind of leave this compound that you're in again with that's just been littered with the corpses of these robed figures and various other mercenaries.
Maybe we'll
and-
find somewhere that sells airships.
and you make it up to this kind of, it seems like it was at one point a fairly nice road almost, but at this point it's still very overgrown, cracked, broken, uneven. But yeah, you all do make it to that road, and you'd like to head north.
Yeah.
Periodically in my brain, I just want to. Brad, are you there? Brad.
Okay, I'll keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
just, Brad.
I want to move at like half pace though, so we can get a good look at everything around while we're going.
Okay. So continuing north on this road, you see mostly more So there's not one singular building that looks exactly the same, which is very strange because in a lot of towns and things that you see, while these different homes and buildings kind of have their own unique kind of characteristics to them, all these houses and buildings are kind of different shapes, sizes. Everything's very unique, which is interesting to you. Some of them overgrown, some of them less so, but everything you see before you looks to be abandoned, or at least no signs of life from the road where you're standing.
Right. What are the odds of seeing like one of them that has like, they're all like stone houses, but maybe they're like a stone plaque in front of them and a treasure chest carved into that plaque? I know the odds of that. Like, oh, it's the treasure storage house.
Oh.
It's the mint.
It's the mall.
For useless gold.
Something like that might exist. I don't know.
I can't read Cholton or whatever, not Cholton, but
That's
Omomuin. That was
Omomuin, yeah.
that dude who could died like a dummy.
We got his book though.
Oh yeah, you guys book Luna.
We can read
Keep checking
every-
the book and look for signs around us that maybe represent cool stuff.
Treasury or store or
I got
airships.
the book.
Airships for sale. Airships for
I
sale.
love your optimism, Luke.
We will find a working one.
So as you're traveling and you're kind of looking at this book, still trying to commit these symbols that coincide with these letters to memory. As you're traveling, none of the front of the buildings actually face this road. So it's like you're looking at the sides of all these buildings. So looking down these overgrown alleys that run in between them, it's kind of hard to make out what's what. You do see an occasional, so when you first came in, there was all of that graffiti and etched stuff that was written on those walls at the guardhouse. You occasionally see more ramblings kind of graffitied and painted and etched onto these buildings that are kind of mimic some of the same things that you saw at the entrance there, which, just as a reminder, one of them said something along the lines of "Fear the fangs of Rosny, beware the frog monster, all hail the king of feathers." You see some of this stuff repeated, carved into these buildings, but none of them really have like a wooden sign that hangs out front. It doesn't seem to have been that kind of style.
What about an inn?
To make our own inn, I think. That's what that previous building was before, where we killed those plant things.
You want to make an inn there?
Yeah, one night inn, perhaps. With no visitors. No vacancy, I think they call
Booked.
it.
It's full up.
Full up.
But continuing on.
Yeah, we're heading to that camp.
Okay. So it takes you about 30, moving at your pace, it takes you about 35 minutes to get there. And by this time it is getting kind of dark. The sun has now disappeared completely behind the trees, so the sky is kind of like a purplish, bluish, pinkish shade in different areas. But nevertheless, you do arrive at that area. So you kind of have to go through some of these overgrown buildings to walk into this area where you saw the camp. So amidst the ruins of these buildings is in fact an abandoned campsite. There are torn backpacks, rotted gear that litters the ground, around 3 kind of moldering, broken down tents. At the center of this camp, there's a scrap of dirty yellow cloth that's hanging from a crude wooden flagpole.
Looks like this place was clearly attacked at some point. Huh?
Right.
Yep.
How long does it look like it's been in this state? Is it possible
Quite
to
a
deem
while.
how long it's been there?
It's hard to say. It's definitely it's definitely much younger than the rest of these buildings, but it's the tents have started to wear away and decay. The fire area in the middle has long. It's not even it's not smoldering or anything like that.
Would I be able to get like a handful of pebbles or something laying nearby?
Yeah, if you're wanting to kind of go around and pick up Yeah, just some small pebbles.
That's why I get some small rocks and just lob them at the tents and the little sagging, broken backpacks and
Sure.
shit.
I'm assuming you're trying to draw something out that's hiding. Nothing seems to stir.
Oh, that was a good idea.
You know, if things have been in this long, could be some ugly rats or something of sort making new homes.
Is there anything useful, like in the packs or anything like that, that's there, kind of poking around?
Everything there
block.
has been there long enough to rot out.
I want to go up to that oddly molded cloth. Just look it over.
Yeah, it seems like a flag, like a makeshift flag almost, but all it is just a yellow piece of cloth kind of fluttering from this wooden pole in the ground.
There's no old writing on it or anything.
There isn't any old writing, but on the ground next to it is one of those kind of old backpacks, and sticking out of it, you do see a piece of parchment.
I'll pick it up and I'll give it the, brush.
It's a letter. You're not sure. It's kind of hard to read. A quick scribble, but looks like this. But after looking at it for a couple minutes, you are able to read it, and it reads as follows: Rue, Devlin has a lead on the Eye of Zaltek. The old goat found an obelisk to the north that marks the entrance to the Tomb of the Nine Gods. The eye must be within, but the door, it's magically locked. We think the secret to opening it lies in the holy shrines around the city. We're headed into the ruins to check them out now. God's willing, we'll be back tonight. Rosny serpent people are on the prowl, so be careful. If you get into trouble, sound the swan horn twice and we'll come running. For the yellow banner, Lord Brixton.
Do either of you know of a Lord Brixton? Didn't the port mention something about that?
Nope.
Nope.
Nor the yellow banner.
Nor the Eye of Zaltek.
Yeah, I read all this out loud.
Yeah.
That's interesting that there's a Tomb of the Nine Gods, though.
That's what we're getting the things for.
No, it makes me. And now we have an end destination, I suppose.
Well,
to the
it's
north.
interesting that it's mentioned. Let me rephrase that.
I
They
don't
seem to be going to it.
like the mention of the snake men prowling around.
Oh.
I suppose we'll have to be even more cautious. Even lighting a campfire seems damn risky.
Well, that's probably the Yanti that was talked about previously, I'm sure.
It mentioned sounding a swan horn, though. I look around just one more take. There's no way anything's laying around here, right?
There's no, like, Helm's Deep horn, is there?
No. There's
swan
no conches laying around either.
It's the magic conch.
Would I have heard or read anything about this yellow banner?
No.
Okay. So odd. Well,
And what's the Eye of Zaltek? I think that's repeated it. But...
perhaps another piece of power to help us on our quest. I'm hoping. Although I did not expect to hear of something like this at the Tomb of the Nine Gods, because I thought the Tomb of the Nine Gods was almost our end destination, but perhaps I was wrong. Either way, I guess we should hold on to this in case we find someone who may be able to make sense of it. I'll hand it to Lucan to put it in the bag.
Sure. I feel like this can carefully go in there.
Yes.
But more importantly, survival. We should find somewhere to rest for the night. I look up at the buildings next to me. Are there any windows or anything around here?
Pleasure.
Repeat that question again.
I'm looking for like windows or points of entry around us.
Let me take a look here. So looking around, the few of these buildings actually seem fairly like medium large to large sized buildings. Any windows that were in any of these buildings have long been busted out. So you do see a couple of spots where windows used to be, where kind of vines and creepers have, overgrown it and kind of seeped in probably to these buildings.
If I go around the side, is there like a doorway or something?
So if you're looking at some of the larger buildings, there is one that has a door in the front and the back, and then there's another large one that has one on the front and either side of it.
Let's find one with minimal doors.
Mm.
Because I could do my thing and it can just sit there in the door.
Right. There's one that has two doors here. It's a little large, but maybe let's go on the upper floors and try to make do, huh? But this time we go together. I don't want another pitfall to happen. At least it'll happen to all of us instead of just me. And I think you too. I think out of the corner of my eye, I saw you get dragged under earlier. Unpleasant.
Unfortunately.
Right. Well,
Didn't care for me.
let's
I'm a little upset.
take a look, and I'll go inside.
Okay. So you managed to move this door open pretty easily.
What's it doing over there?
So when you go into this building, it is overgrown. You do see vines, creepers, and everything, but it looks like this actually may have been
A bar.
possibly not a bar, but some sort of maybe little shop or something. Not necessarily a full blown, mega store. It's not the Walmart of Omu, but there is kind of a counter and then some shelves and everything like that. But everything in there seems to either be empty, broken, overgrown, rotted out. But outside of that, at least upon initial inspection, nothing looks particularly dangerous in here.
Is there a second floor?
No.
Hey,
Is
would
there
you,
a back office where they'd hold the valuables?
Would you look at that?
There is a door behind the desk area. Yeah.
Guys, look, there's a back door. That's where all the goods
I'll
are at.
cast light on a torch.
Okay.
Now I have a flashlight.
And it does illuminate the area, and you just kind of get a better look at what you already kind of assumed.
We found a shop. I wonder if anything's good in here left. It doesn't look like it.
I strongly doubt it. But let's make sure that the other way is another way out, huh?
True.
I'll head to the other door that's behind the counter.
Okay. So you go to the next door behind the counter, and it seems to open up pretty easily anyway. It actually looked like it was locked, but when you pushed on it, basically the inside hinge of that just pretty much wore away when you just opened it. It kind of fell in. And back here, there are a couple shelves, and you do see a few small objects sitting on the shelf. 3 what look like little art objects. One of which looks like a little jade ring that's still in fairly decent condition. There's a piece of painted pottery, and then there is a wooden statue of what looks like a leopard with like snakes coming out of it. It's just kind of a wooden whittled thing. If you were to back in Waterdeep, if you were to put these in your shop, you'd probably value each one of these around 25 gold. They're pretty well made.
Does the ring look magical?
Luna, Lucan, if you'd like to...
You can make an Arcana check.
This looks like a storeroom if you want to check it out. I'll take Sentry and watch out from behind us.
Sure.
I'll just take my bow out and I'll walk to the counter like I'm ready to, sell stuff. And just have my bow out.
Selling arrows. Looks like you're selling arrows, right?
No, I'm selling death today. If anyone comes up.
You came to the wrong store. What did you roll in your Arcana check? 7. So looking at it, even spending some time looking at it, it looks like a pretty plain ring, just with a jade jewel inlaid in
It's
it.
fine. Anything else in the back office? Oh.
And those 3 things, it's not like they were just neatly lined up. Like there was kind of one on the floor, kind of laid to the side. One was, up on one of the shelves, and another one was just kind of off to the side on top of a crate.
No, like chests or tables to rummage through or ledgers of business or...
There are barrels and crates and things, but it seems like most of this stuff, again, is been already looted through or rotted away.
Does it look like we could set up camp in this room for a nice enough space for 3?
Yeah, it's about a 10 by 10 room.
bedrolls? Oh yeah, that would work.
Is the jade ring pretty looking?
Yeah. You gonna pop it on your pinky?
Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
Your pinky ring.
Well, I could set up my guardian for 8 hours on the door.
Yeah, this actually might be a good spot back in the storeroom. I'll turn and I'll enter and win with him now. Have we looked at the cracks for any maybe plants coming through or anything? Or
Yeah. I'll do it with my torch, probably kind of.
Yeah, make a perception check, both of you. I'm assuming you're still admiring your ring.
I'm like, it's
Seven.
not as good as my cross ring, but I mean, it'll do, I guess, for now.
23.
You do a pretty quick glance around the room. Of quick threat assessment.
Ocular pat down.
Ocular pat
you did an
down.
Ocular pat down. and you've cleared the area. It's safe. You did a more thorough search around, but you came up actually with the same results. There are vines and creepers coming in, but they, especially with your knowledge of plants, nothing harmful.
I think we're gonna be okay in here.
About 10 minutes. Okay.
I think we'll be okay in here if we sleep in here. I mean,
Um,
it's not exactly sleepy time now, but you know, when we're ready.
Luna, have you used your jug for the day?
No.
Okay. You want to double up our protection? You can put your guardian up, and she can just pour oil all behind the counter. Something goes into your guardian, we'll know. We lob a torch in there.
Yeah, because he's got kind of a radius, you know. It's like 10 feet around him. So it's kind of like, you know, doing this.
Right.
You know.
He's just constantly doing windmills.
Yeah, I feel like, thinking about it, could he go behind the counter and enough space between that and the door?
Yeah.
All right, I go. He will be in charge. And we can put the oil around the table.
Okay.
Okay. So what's the plan now?
We're setting up camp in this back storeroom.
Okay. So, you all kind of are taking your time. For the first time, it seems you feel like you're not necessarily directly having eyes on you. So yeah. I mean, at this point, is there anything in particular anyone would like to do before setting, dozing for the night? Or are we setting up a watch?
I'll cast the Guardian right before going to sleep.
Okay. How long does he last?
8 hours.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the quart of oil out,
Okay.
I'm sure that'll last for a while.
So you just like dumping it on the floor?
and I'm making them like.
Okay, so you do it with your jug. Okay, so yes, you pull out your this alchemy jug, and I'll post a picture of it here for our viewers, so that they can see. There it is. Looks like this. You unscrew one of the corks out of it, and when you start to pour it, glug 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 glug, oil starts to pour forth onto the ground. Okay.
Such a neat item.
And then you cork it. Take it. I guess, was it in his haversack? Or you just kept keeping it on your back? Okay. Alright, and you go back into the room. Anything else
I'm
anybody wants to
tired.
do?
Just setting up not a tent necessarily, but a nice bedroll for the night.
Okay. So everybody rolls out their bedrolls, doffs their armor, kind of gets down to their what could be the closest thing you could consider PJs in this terrible place, because it's uncomfortable enough during the day and hot. It's still hot and humid at night. So although this is probably one of the cooler areas that you've been to since you've been back out into the actual jungle. And after about 30 minutes or so, the last of you dozes off to sleep, and you will all gain the benefits of a long rest. You get health back, all your spell slots, all your sorcery points, all your doodly doos, your deedly dees.
I needed my diddly dees.
You need the diddly dees? Yeah, that's good. I'm glad I could help. With that, I think we're going to take a quick break. We'll probably take ourselves like a little 15-minute break. It's about 10 after 9 right now, so we'll be back at about 9:25, 9:30 at the very latest. We've got to kind of restock on drinks, hit the bathroom, all that good stuff. So for those of you watching, please stick around. We will be back. Pick up right here. If you enjoyed what you're watching, consider giving us a follow or subscribe to us. It helps support the channel. You can do it for free with Twitch Prime. And you get to give one of our fine players here a free natural 20. You can only have one at a time. One at a time.
Or two at a time.
You can't hoard the nat 20s.
Two at a time.
So, we will be right back. Thank you everybody for your patience. See you soon.
Record?
I love it. We're recording. Welcome back, everybody. We are back. Thank you for letting us take a break. We appreciate it. Hope everybody's having a great night. If you're just joining us, we just went through some crazy shit. We're not going to recap it, but there's always the VOD and the YouTube video you can watch later, so that's cool too. If you are just joining us, we appreciate it. If you like what you see, give us a follow, give us a subscribe, support the channel.
And
That's always
resubscribe.
fun.
Don't forget, resubscribe.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you feel that we bring to the table what is justified for a subscription, we appreciate it.
And give me that nat
Tables.
20.
We do our best.
That's what you want the subscription for, ain't it?
So the thing we're doing currently is that for every subscription we get, we allow the subscriber to give one of our lovely players, a free natural 20 to use however they see fit. Or you can give it to an enemy if you want to be diabolical. We will have fun with this and do this until it becomes an issue, which it probably will be. So enjoy it while it lasts. So with that, we'll jump right back into it. You all got a good night's rest. We got the red label on deck here. You all got a good night's rest. No interruptions. No attacks in the night. Sigor, you wake up first from just kind of a ray of light, kind of sunshine peeking through one of the windows, through one of the vines, and it just happens to catch you kind of right in the eye, kind of as you wake up, and you roll over and wake up from your sleep.
Start eating a ration.
Yeah, I'll get up and I'll. I think the first thing I'll do is I'll eat some breakfast.
Some breakfast.
Some breakfast. Actually, no. The first thing I'll do is I'll glance over that guardian out the door and see if there's like, I don't know, a dead half lizard man or something laying there.
No, just a nasty oil-covered floor and nothing else because your guardian's gone.
Yep, he's gone.
You can't make a perception check though.
I'll perception check all day, and not today though. I got an 8.
Okay. Yeah, just splatters of oil around.
I'm gonna put on a bug repellent too, and
Same.
get some DEET popping.
Yeah, I guess today I should do that too. I'll put on some repellent. Hey, is there any chance of like some molded ancient Aztec arrows or quivers laying about in this area? They can be shoddy, like it's a twig and some stone at the tip.
They have a 50% success on the hit.
Yeah, I'll take it. I would take it.
Ascension GM, thank you for the resub. We appreciate it. You can give a natural 20 to anyone you want. You can hold on to it. We'll remember it. I've got a little note.
I got a D&D shirt.
So you can give a free natural 20 to any of our players or to an enemy. Or you can give it to me too, and I can use it diabolically if you so choose.
It could be good for an NPC too.
Just say Snake Man, and we'll
A
know what it
friendly
means.
NPC.
Snake Man.
But yes, thank you so much for the resub. We appreciate it. You rock. All right. So you wake up. You eat a ration. Put your bug spray on.
Mm-hmm. I eat.
Pack up the bedroll and exit cautiously over the difficult oil terrain.
I get Juniper out real quick. I'm like, here you go, have some food. Here you go.
You have another nat 20.
Woo!
Two's the max. Two's the max. I'm putting a cap on it. That's her second one.
I gotta spend them now.
Are you able to cast 2 spells in a turn?
No.
Oh.
She didn't get that. That is an option for sorcerer, dual casting, but I don't think you picked it. But I think later on you can pick another. You get more sorcerer abilities. We'll look at it later.
Okay.
We'll look at it. Like how you chose empowered spell. Like there are other things like that.
It's not dual casting. It's not in there.
I don't know. We'll look at it later. We'll look at it
You
later.
can always request special stuff from the DM if it seems fair.
How about an airship?
Good to see you, Whiskey. Thanks for joining us. Huh?
How about an airship?
If
It's
it seems fair.
it seems fair to me.
Whiskey, I think, is on something tonight.
I want to go out of the counter and I want to take a peek outside, see if something maybe is see if everything's still as it should be.
So based on your perception check, everything seems to be as it was.
All right, y'all.
I'll emerge and take a look around. Be
Perception
mindful
check.
of the oil that's on the floor.
Perception check.
Man, hot tonight.
Perception
17 plus 5. That's 22.
Okay, so everything looks relatively undisturbed. One thing you notice though, the oil that was on the floor that Luna placed there the previous evening, you see, she did pretty much just dump it out, so there are spatters around. But one thing you notice is there are small, probably, I would say maybe 2-inch in diameter. You see 3 small slithering trails that lead out that essentially head towards the front door.
Do I see this?
I don't know, make a perception check. I mean, Lucan can point it out to you.
Lucan, do you see anything over there?
Look at that!
Did you tell me?
Hey, look at this.
Look at what?
Oh my god, he was in here. I instantly. Is the ring okay?
Wait,
is
what?
the ring safe?
I don't think this was a T-Rex if that's what you're worried about.
No, Rasmus, you may have been here. It's a serpent thing. A serpent thing was in here. A
Or
serpent
they
thing.
could be like, they're like, how would you say it? What's the diameter of them? Is it like a...
About 2 inches.
Are you talking about
I mean,
the
these could
tiny
be
garden
like
snake
little
trails?
bitty, like,
Maybe
this
he
could be
said-
like a garden snake.
Yeah, and then it slithered into our
Or,
backpack.
I see a whole bunch of snakes in the woods, and I like proceed to list like 20 different types of snakes that I know of in the forest.
Does that trail lead into our storage area, or does it just lead partially into it and out?
Seems like, so there's nothing leading in,
Snake 3 type,
but it seems like
4 type.
the oil was kind of slurped around a little bit maybe, and then you see, and the trail of oil doesn't actually lead very much further than maybe 3 feet away from the big puddle of it.
Snake
But
12
it
type.
seems to veer, because there's about 3 of these trails that lead out towards the front door. Doesn't make it all the way to the front door.
I just want to check the backpack. Is the ring in there?
Sure, yeah.
Snake 13 type.
You feel Luna reach into your backpack and start rummaging around.
Hey, Luna.
I just wanted to make sure it was safe. I don't put it on. I leave it in there.
Can I see your hands?
No ring.
No, I got my new ring on.
She's got a jade ring on.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
it's not the ring of frost.
I trust that you didn't take it out. Can I do an insight check?
Absolutely. Are you trying to hide something?
No, I really didn't take it.
That's just me as like junior, just not natural 20.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you feel like she's being pretty genuine with you.
I don't even say it. You would not even notice.
Didn't some of that graffiti at the gate mention something about the snakes on what they seen or something? I remember something saying that.
Oh, graffiti. Yeah, I guess that's graffiti. They said that the snakes. I think you're right. I mean, there was a whole bunch of stuff too. Let me jog my memory real quick of what they said. Fear the fangs.
No, I know that one.
Snakes are not what they seem.
That's the one. Yes. You were,
All hail King of Feathers.
no, we passed it. We was the one before.
Beware frog monster.
We did that one. Sorry. So today's trek.
City of Omu.
Let's head to the obelisk closest to us, slightly north, and then we'll go south back to that obelisk that was across the street from the plaza. And once we finish that, we'll determine what to do next. Also, we should imagine that something may have been scouting us and is now reporting back, telling that something where we are. So an ambush may be likely.
Do Sigor or Luna have like Sharpie dicks on them? Because like maybe Brad visited us in the night.
So looking over at Luna and Sigor,
Brad didn't
you
pay
don't
us a
see any
visit.
Sharpie dicks. You don't see any fart whistles laying around. Nothing. No pranks have been played.
I don't think Brad visited us last night.
I want to just tap myself and cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. those of you who kind of have line of sight to Luna, you see her kind of concentrate for a second. She kind of puts her arms to her side, closes her eyes, and you see kind of this shimmer, almost like a purple purple shield of energy. Just kind of pulses over her real quick, and then just fades invisible, and then she looks normal again, opens her eyes, and continues her.
Interesting.
Was that your armor?
Yeah, I just got a little bit stronger. No big deal.
Mm-hmm. She's done it before, I believe.
Yeah.
If I remember right.
Well, all right. Well, Logan, you're wearing. I look him up and down. You know what? You seem to be the beefiest of us, and now that we know where we're going and what we're facing, do you mind leading for a bit?
Well, I know you mentioned a whole bunch of places, and I look forward to going there, but I don't know anywhere that you described.
Oh.
You just listed a whole bunch of places, and I think you were looking around when I was doing my heal thing yesterday. But
Right here.
But if you wanna point from like behind me or to the side of me, I will gladly lead us to where we need to go.
I will tell you directions all the way right behind you.
You got it.
All right. Well, let's make way. That way.
Okay, so you were headed back out the front door. When you go out, it's kind of the heat. So obviously you're in this kind of stone clay building. You come out and the heat it's almost like a slap in the face. The humidity, the heat, it just hits you, and of course on top of everything else, the sun low in the eastern sky just it takes your eyes a second to adjust outside. But when you walk outside, you see the same. Nothing looks disturbed. You see the campsite out there. The yellow banner still kind of flapping in the wind every now and again. The tents still in their same broken down, molded fashion. But yeah, after a couple seconds, your eyes adjust, and you are back out in the open in the city of Ono.
Once when we walk outside, I want to... Brad, are you there? I got a gold for you. Brad.
You actually hear something back this time, but it is faint. You hear Brad's voice. It's almost like you're on a walkie-talkie, but you're just right at the very tip top of the range. Stranger Things style, everybody.
Hey.
So you hear like, no, you lie,
Nice.
and then nothing.
You guys, I think that Brad might be in trouble.
Really?
Yeah, I just, I can and I just say to both of you guys, I can talk my head to you guys. And it works within 120 feet, I think, roughly, from what I've toyed with it, with people when I was growing up, whatever.
Sure.
And he just, I offered him a gold. Brad, come here, got a piece of gold for you, and he seemed disgruntled. Don't know if he was disgruntled with the fact he didn't think I would give him gold. Actually, let me...
I don't know, the more you say it, the more that just sounds like normal, Brad.
I was like, Sigor and Lucan both said they've got a piece of gold for you too, Brad.
Well, let's not lie to Brad.
I'll give him 3 pieces of gold if you don't want to. Anything?
We do have a whole bunch of gold that we can't really use.
At that point, you don't hear anything else.
Well, he must have moved again, but he just, I don't know.
I'm
Do
sure.
I feel like he was in trouble?
We'll keep a lookout for him, obviously.
Make an insight check.
You know what?
What's up?
Someone's gonna subscribe to us and give it to me again, so I'm gonna do a natural 20.
I mean, you've got 2 right now, which is the cap. So you might.
Right, I need to put a buffer out, so y'all can all give me another natural 20. Please hit that subscribe button.
Get out of here with your. Get out of here. All right, so you use natural 20. It's with Brad, and Brad, if you're listening, I love you with all my heart. But it's hard to tell when he's just shit talking someone or if he's actually in trouble. You get the sense that he's not obviously not alone. He's speaking with someone, but it seems as though he was angry with somebody, and was essentially cussing them out over something. But due to the fact that it was cutting in and out, even with the nat 20, it's hard to say. But it definitely didn't seem like a great situation.
Yeah, I think Brad probably needs us, so there's that too. So
Do
yeah.
you know where he is?
Oh, no idea. No, somewhere in Omu for sure. But that's. I mean, I'm just trying to do this like.
Well, you know that it's got to be at least within, a couple hundred feet.
It's got to be within. I mean, a couple hundred feet.
But you have no idea which direction.
But I have no idea which direction.
I mean, we could spend all day looking for him and never find him if he keeps moving around.
I would say our best hope is just to proceed with what we had planned. Hopefully he turns up
Hopefully
alive.
he's in our area. Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed.
Right.
So what's the plan, everybody?
Lucan, go up to the Omu Freeway and hook a left.
Is that obelisk
Can we call that the 090?
of 90?
090's this one, and then like 075 is that one.
What about the one that's parallel to the 090?
What about 040 and
Is that
0240?
the 080?
Dude,
All
that's
right,
040?
we're getting too deep into it. Let's bring it back.
069.
All right, so we're headed back to the main north and south.
Mhm.
The 090.
Okay.
Is that obelisk obvious? Like it's
Yes.
like above
It's
everything?
So there are certain buildings that you've seen in the city that are close to as tall, if not as tall as some of those obelisks. But this particular one, it does seem to. They
It's
do
obvious.
seem to rise. Yeah, you just
Alright.
see it.
Okay, well, yeah, of course. And I'll just kind of like make my way what seems to be logical getting that way. Following directions.
Downtown.
You're fired. Okay, so we're headed towards those obelisks.
The whole way I'm looking left and right on rooftops and whatnot. I'm looking for something peering at us like that's obvious.
Okay. It is still a little northeast, about 250 feet northeast. So it takes you, roughly, if you're moving carefully, about 10 minutes to get there. But when you do get there, you roll right up to where these monoliths are, and it's kind of the same layout as the previous shrine, where you have two obelisks standing in the front with an opening in the middle and a stone kind of wall around the perimeter of this area. So when you walk up to this area, you see obviously these monoliths that are they're cracked monoliths, and they flank the entrance to this ruin. There are kind of saw-edged ferns that grow in the courtyard between the broken flagstones, and there are a pair of stone doors that provide entry to a kind of a flat-roofed ruin. But again, this building, although it seems to be as old as the rest of the buildings around the area, seems to be still in better condition than the rest. One thing that you do notice is there are two dead bodies in the front courtyard area, both wearing red robes.
Wow, more red rope people. Huh.
They look pretty new. Freshly dead.
Fairly
Kind of
fresh.
fair.
Fairly fresh.
Well, I don't know if that's the right word, but sure. Well,
This is for our viewers here. So the dead sort of look more or less like this.
Do they have anything on their person?
Wait, Luna, but you shouldn't just walk up to them yet.
that is true. That is a good idea.
The last area was clearly a test or a trap. They may have died because they did what you're about to do.
No, I just want to look at their bodies, not at, like.
But the only way to find out if they have something on their person is to check their person, right?
That makes sense.
They're freshly dead, so kind of like. I mean, whatever they have, they probably don't need it anymore.
You can try if you want to. We'll
Let's
watch out for you.
cautiously-
I'll take my bow out and I'll notch an arrow.
I mean, if you don't want me to look on them, I won't.
We're just gonna walk up to him. Just gonna walk up to him.
I watch Lucan in silence.
Where are their bodies at in relation to the thing?
So there's one immediately outside of these front double doors, and there's another one just in front of the rightmost
even
obelisk.
inside. I'm gonna go to the first body.
Okay.
And
Well, I'll go behind Luna.
very cautiously.
I'm gonna see if they're.
Does anything happen here? Like, okay, I'm doing the pat down.
I stayed behind. I'm in between the obelisks right now.
Do I find anything?
No, you don't. It seems
Nothing.
that this person's been picked clean.
Someone else is here, taking stuff from people. I wanna.
Well,
I might
Brad.
want to jump.
so
Brad,
much for.
are you here, Brad?
No response.
Well, it's not Brad, so who took this?
What's up with this obelisk in front of us, or this building?
So there are sculptural reliefs kind of decorated on the doors of this shrine. The carvings show a horned rabbit charging a small, feral-looking bear with sharp claws, and there is some sort of message inscribed above the doors in this kind of strange script.
Hey, Luna. And I'll point out to the script. Does that look like stuff in your book? It's a jackalope. It's a unijackalope. Unilope.
These statues look like something that Sazas? The Oracle told us
The
about.
bad blood people.
Bad blood people.
Yeah, you know the.
That's in your book?
Oh, in my personal book, yeah. When she was telling us everything, I made sure to detailed notes it.
What do you mean by bad blood people?
You know, there's the Obolaka, and I'm clearly butchering these words. Like, I tried to do them as the Egen, which is the Almirage.
Do you have this stuff written down in your journal?
I do.
Okay.
Bad blood.
So I'll help you out here, since you have it written down. She kind of recites the part of the fable of the nine, or not necessarily the fable, the story of the nine trickster gods,
Kubazan's got a check mark on it because we found that one.
of how Ijin, which is I''Jin, who was an Almirage, a
Ijin.
horned bunny, he essentially pissed off Obolaka, who was
The Zorbo.
a Zorbo, which is kind of like a messed up koala type creature,
Koala
for
creature.
spoiling a stew prepared that he had prepared for the god Ubtao.
Ooh.
So it seems like this Almirage and this Zorbo have beef.
Luna, what does that engraving say?
Yeah, let me get the other book that I have on my person. I'm just like, oh yeah, just hang on a sec.
All the books.
I'm a scholar.
Mm.
And I'm just, let's see here. What is it? I'm reading in my book.
So you're wanting to read the the message above the Okay, so it takes you about 10 minutes or so to kind of go letter by letter and then translate all of this. But it essentially translates into the phrase, Ijin teaches us to take the path least expected.
Yeah, so it says Ijin, take the path least expected. Expects us to take the path least.
That's a lot of S's. Ijin expects us to take the path least expected.
Yeah, said that.
I look
Or
back
taught her followers.
at the entranceway here, and it's just two big doors with some steps leading up to them.
Just a couple steps, like a pop, pop.
Maybe it's once we're inside.
It could be. That's how it was last time. We had to be inside for it to happen, but we had to find a key first.
Yeah.
I'll put my bow back up.
Does the entrance seem entranceable? We just
Doors
walk
are
in.
closed.
There are doors.
There's some doors there.
Oh,
A couple of double doors.
are they? Is there like a keyhole or anything walking
Nope.
up to it, or it's just doors? Are there
Just
knockers?
doors.
Is there a
knockers.
Handles?
There's a couple of knockers on it.
The big knockers.
I'm
good
taking
size.
you off camera. You're done.
Alright,
I'm just kidding.
did they see, so there's 2 knockers, there's no keyhole.
Right.
Kind of walking up to it, like put my hand near it. Does it seem to be emanating magical essence off of it?
Nope.
Or they just seem to be normal?
Yep.
I'll grab one of the handles.
Yep.
Kind of like, at least lift it up, like.
Yeah.
And
It's a pretty heavy. I mean, everything here seems to be very very sturdy, very well made.
I'll kind of give it a pull.
Okay.
Seem to
Advantage.
budge. Oh,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
sure, yeah. Well, all right. Well, yeah.
And then,
Okay.
once you open the doors, you see a long, dark hallway inside. Just from where you're, because it's very bright where you're standing. So it's kind of like being out in a bright environment and looking into a dark one. Your eyes are adjusted for the bright light, so it's hard to see into this dark hallway until you actually step into it.
I'll get a torch out and cast light on it with my flashlight.
Okay.
Well, since we're here, do you want to go first?
Who?
Kind of looking at Sigor. Sigor, do you want to go first? And
That's the one I meant to put up.
Since our last little adventure in that trapped steak room, I feel a little more confident now. So yeah, I can take a look.
Okay.
But we should all move together.
Sure.
Regardless.
I agree.
And I'll walk to a side and just look around.
So you walk in the doors. Okay. So when you walk in, you see another red-robed corpse on the floor. This one has, when you look at it, he's laying on his back. His face, like the veins in his face are just kind of a greenish effect, almost kind of like Bane from Batman almost.
Oh, wow.
And you see, actually go ahead and make a perception check for me. I'm gonna tell you something either way, but
21.
okay.
Nice.
So what you see is so the walls on either side, you see multiple holes
Oh no.
poked in, and then on each wall there are multiple darts that have seemed to have shot out with such force that they have pierced into the stone on each side. And now looking back at this corpse, you see 2 darts that are sticking out from under his robes. You also see, so basically this hallway that you're in, it's a 10-foot wide hallway that just kind of goes off into the gloom, into the distance. And this floor, each 5-foot area has tiles depicting various beasts that kind of decorate this floor. Actually, it looks like this. But once you're in here, and after your eyes adjust for a moment, you actually see another red-robed body on the other side of this hallway. So each one of these is 5 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. It's about 40 feet.
I'll just look at the symbols and look back up. Is the other body like it made it to the end?
No, it's pretty much laying it's like on the 3rd from the top.
Which one is it on?
It is laying on the one that looks like a dragonfly.
You know, funny thing, of all the dungeons and ruins I've experienced, anytime I come across these, I kind of just wing it and just like book it. So I feel like it's a little more dangerous this time. So let's huddle together and solve this one. What do you think?
How far did you say it was?
It is about 40 feet. So each one of those tiles is a 5-foot square.
40 feet.
Are we able to hop over a tile, like hop a 5-footer, or is that like a check?
So what's your strength score?
I'm a 10.
So you could hop over it, but it would be a check because you would be trying to hop to a very specific location.
Okay.
Are there any other ways? Like, are there walls or ledges, or is it all
No,
flat?
so it's basically a straight hallway, multiple holes in the walls on either side, and then this this tiled floor.
I'm gonna do the thing out of Indiana Jones, and I'm gonna take my torch over to the one that looks like a unicorn rabbit, and I'm gonna stick my torch clearly like me on the other side, like or on the safe side, and I'm just gonna stick the torch out and just like push on it.
Nothing happens.
Egen expects us to take the path most unexpected. Is that what you said it translated to, Luna?
Sound
Right.
like that.
Looking
I'll
too.
do. Or go ahead.
I was just gonna say, looking too deep into it. The least expected path is right down the middle, right? But you just cleared the far left one.
I'll do the same thing to the hippo-looking one to the next.
So what are you exactly doing?
So, imagine this is the square. I have the torch,
Yeah.
and I'm just like in. Man, I forget what Indiana Jones it is, but he like puts the torch in the middle, like press down on it, see if it's
How
like
much
a
pressure
trap
are you
or a
pushing
weight.
down?
I'd say a good bit.
Okay.
Not
So-
not like a spike.
Right.
Just like I'm gonna put the torch on and like push
just,
down.
And just to
see if
backtrack a
that's-
little bit, when you push down on the first one,
Yeah.
it was a pressure plate. It pushed down,
Okay.
but nothing happened.
Right.
When you push down on this one, it also presses down, and nothing happens.
Interesting.
And here's what I'll do. I will. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this, 'cause this is fun.
Mm-hmm.
So you pressed on that one there,
No.
and then you pressed on this one here.
Do you want to try the others as well?
I'm sorry.
Do you,
So when you say that, Luke is clearly just like lost in thought.
Yeah,
he's just like, you just see the gears turning in his head.
well, those two worked. Why? Maybe the other ones work as well for some reason, right?
Do you notice any patterns in these squares?
I was looking for a way across with the two you've chosen, and no matter what, we have to make a large hop if we want to go off these two alone. Perhaps maybe there's 3 of these species that are safe? Maybe they were friends with certain other animal types. Luna, you were good with that, right?
Is the other one, does that look like a koala? I
The-
can't tell what it actually is.
So what you can tell,
The first
that
one
there
is
is-
Egen.
there is one that looks like an almirage, which you've notified
Egen,
as
yeah.
Egen. There's
And is that a
the
Zorbo?
other one looks like a boar. There's a,
I
a
see.
giraffe. There's a zebra. There's a falcon, a dragonfly, a lion, a monkey, and I think that's it.
No froghemoth, huh? Well, that threw away my, interesting, okay.
Well,
A boar. What was the boar creature? Were they?
I just know they're, I know, Zorbo's the koala, Almirage is the bunny. There's a froghemoth, which I don't even see up there.
this row.
What's a Commodon? What does that look like?
Commandant is, you know that to be the like a leopard-like creature with snakes coming out of it. It's like kind of like the statue that you found, the wooden carving statue that you found in the.
What about Eblis?
The Eblis was like a crane.
Jakuli?
Jakuli were the scary tree snakes that could dart out of the trees at you.
Sigor, this row, Luna, I got everybody. This row on the left here is the only one that doesn't have a repeating image.
On the far left?
Mm-hmm.
It certainly doesn't.
That could just be an observation. That may not mean anything.
Well,
What's not expected? Isn't expected.
are there any more traps aside from the walls as well?
Make a perception check.
Are there logs on the ceiling? Come down on us?
Actually, get to use my dungeon delver for the first time. Let me
Dungeon
just sweep that.
Delver. Wait, I gotta put the reverb on. Dungeon Delver!
Oh, it's gonna be good no matter what. Perception was a 21.
Nice.
Very good. No, the holes in the wall seem to be the only ominous threat to this hallway.
Okay. I'm gonna, while looking at the dart holes closest to my left, I'm gonna step on the Aegean face.
Okay. It's already depressed.
Oh, it stayed down?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to try this the same method I was using? And I like hand the lighted torch.
Yeah.
Want to try that?
I do. As I'm on the Aegean one, I'll take his magic lit torch.
When you step on the Aegean one, though, when you actually physically step on it, you feel kind of a surge of energy in you a little bit. And you gain, actually...
Huh.
You gain 14 temporary health points.
Wow.
What the hell?
Huh.
I
Was
feel
that-
very, very healthy at the moment.
You see a very quick shimmer of blue light kind of go from his feet to the top of his head before it dissipates.
You said you pressed down the one next to me too?
Mm-hmm.
I sidestep and stand on that one.
It's still depressed, but nothing happens.
And I'll
cast detect magic.
Okay. So
that's a
you
good idea.
can. So with detect magic, you see the Almirage tiles glow,
Okay.
and
Interesting.
you reveal kind of this aura of abjuration magic around each one of those tiles, and it seems like based on what you saw that there's some positive benefit to stepping on those ones, although that may not be the total answer to the...
Well, each of the horned creatures have some kind of magic aura on them. I can't discern if it's going to be the same effect every time, but they are magical. It looks like those are the only ones that are kind of lighting up, if you will. But I don't see like a walk this way, if you will, magical light path.
And also, as you look at it, it seems fairly impossible to leap to nothing but Almirage tiles.
Just kneeling down to these tiles, is there any way I can trace some sort of tracks along here? Like maybe that dude who died further up on ahead may have taken? Well, I suppose a little experimentation's in order again. I have your torch, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you're holding it.
I'll tap down on the zebra while squatting.
Okay. So
10-foot pole.
tapping down doesn't really give enough pressure to...
Oh, you gotta give it some oomph.
I flip it around like a dagger and I stabbed to it.
Okay. You push down on it and you feel the pressure plate depress. And you hear a... and nothing happens.
And that was the Z.
I went to zebra, but we can say giraffe.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Just kidding.
JKLOL. This time, logs fall.
It's still the same thing.
I guess I have a feeling like maybe none of these will do anything, but the way out will depend on what path we choose at that point.
Maybe.
Just like the last one, the phrase meant nothing until we took the cube, yeah?
True. Did you want to jump on the other horned creature? It's clearly magical. Would I be able to discern if it was like like a trap magic, like magical trap?
It's hard to say.
Or it's hard to say, but it looks the same.
You just know that there's some sort of magic on
It's some
the
kind of aura.
Mirage tiles.
If it does to you, y'all what it did to me, one of you should step on it.
That is true.
Perhaps Luna?
I'll go for it. It's probably gonna kill me though.
Do you want some help jumping you over? And I like kind of like almost like halfway like. Oh. Yeah.
Is it
So you step on the Almirage tile?
is it just a step or is it a jump? I'm confused.
5 feet.
Well, I mean, that first very bottom left one is just a step.
I'm gonna step.
Yep. You step. The plate is already depressed.
Do I get anything cool?
You don't feel anything.
I'm like,
What about the one over there?
Yeah, why don't you try that one?
Across the board.
across the board.
The boar. The one right to my right.
Yeah, the second.
Okay, and I just step over to it like, okay.
Well, you'd have to. So if you're trying to jump from the entrance straight to the Amirage, you'd have to jump, or you could walk over the giraffe or over the zebra.
Well, so I was going to the board to the right of the.
So you're basically following.
Yeah.
Following him. So
Well, no, I'm on the very bottom left, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk 5 feet over to the boar one.
Okay.
Yeah. Does anything happen to me? Am I dead?
No, that one I believe is also already depressed.
Yes, it is.
Right.
Do you want me to keep going to the giraffe-looking one now?
Oh, we just figured you were gonna jump over there. Or I just figured you were gonna jump over
Jump
there.
over to the. Can I jump to the bunny one now?
You can. What's your strength score actually?
I'm not very strong.
Not your modifier, but what's the overall score?
That's a 10. Can I do a natural 20 for this?
Well, I mean, no, 10's enough to make that jump.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you get kind of a little running start.
Yeah, I do. I'm like, I'd psych myself out of it at first. Then I back up. I'm like, I'm a brave girl.
Okay, and you jump, and you want to land on the Amirage top. Okay, you land here. The plate depresses, and you hear a chink, 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 and then
Of course
darts
it does.
come out. And you're both on that row. So, one moment, please.
I should have known better. I just did what you guys told me to do. This is what happened.
That's going to be a 16 to hit for both of you.
Wait, it's not a saving throw? It's an attack?
It's an attack.
Oh,
Well,
that's gonna hit.
It's gonna hit.
Okay. Let's see here.
But is that a trap?
It is a trap.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Not good enough for me.
Okay. I had to just make sure I had my facts straight there. Ugh. Alright, so each of you get hit by a dart and take 9 poison damage.
well, that was not expected.
It absorbs into this weird ethereal shield that's enveloped me from the previous step.
And when that happens, the pressure plates raise back up,
All of them?
all of them, and you're just kind of standing on one.
Do I sink back down?
You do.
Immediately after sinking down, I look to Luna. Has she moved at all? As
No.
I step forward to the eagle. You may want to. Luna, you may want to move.
Yeah.
When you step forward to the eagle, the Almirage that you'd stepped on previously on the first step sinks back down. The zebra sinks back down. The eagle sinks down. Nothing happens.
Well,
And of course, you sink back down on the Amirage. Nothing happens.
well, it seems like we could navigate the creature ones.
Non-creature. Well, they're all
Well,
creatures.
the horned creature ones. Okay.
Sometimes it gives you a boon. Sometimes it sticks you with a dart. I don't
Right.
understand.
Well, I'm fine with taking the neutral route. No darts, but no boon as well.
I could just handle this the old way if you want to.
What's that?
I'll just run across.
Well, I mean, you're gonna hit one eventually.
Sure, but if I keep moving, I shouldn't be hit by whatever comes out, right?
I mean, it depends on how fast the dart is per second versus you running.
Well,
fast.
so let me make an amendment here. When this happened, darts came out of every single hole.
Oh.
Oh, I haven't gone on the tile yet. Sorry.
So as of right now, Sagor, you've taken the path of Almirage, Zebra, Falcon. And so far, based on your path, nothing negative has happened.
Maybe you should. It's up to you.
I'm looking down at the Amaraz right in front of me. I mean,
It's
you know what? I think I'd rather you follow your advice, Lucan. Let's just test out one of these. I'll hop diagonally to the dragonfly.
Okay. You hop to the dragonfly. Sinks down. Nothing happens.
Huh. Luna, how about your side?
You're still standing still, so nothing has changed.
I'm afraid, that's why. Where should I jump? It's gonna get me no matter what I feel. I've got the bad luck.
why don't you?
You should clear the board or move with me, one or the other. If I trigger something, you're getting stabbed.
Maybe the left side is fine. And since I'm on the right side, that's why I'm getting screwed over.
It could be.
I think it's just the horned creature ones.
I mean,
But we could be wrong.
I can walk up and step on the tiger-looking thing if you want.
Where are the dart holes specifically? If I were prone, would they go over my head?
So they're kind of in random kind of positions. Some of them are higher than others on the wall. So there are some at strange angles. So it's kind of like a
Grab shoot.
Yeah.
Is it more than 10 feet in the air? What's the ceiling like in this building?
The ceiling is 10 feet high.
Are the things 10 feet high?
They vary.
The one that I'm about to go down.
So it's not, each side doesn't match. It's like,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the one I'm about to go down. My imagination. Let me tell you what I'm planning on doing. If I step onto the tiger one, and then I hear click, 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 I'm wanting to quickly jump into the air, levitate,
So
and then potentially jump over when
the last time that the only time that you've seen the trap go off, it was instantaneous. It was as soon as you stepped on it. So, right now, Sagor, again, you've taken Amarage, Zebra, Falcon, Dragonfly. No negative consequence.
They're all the ones I've stepped on are different. I bet if I step on that eagle, a trap's gonna go off. Luna, can you brace yourself for an experiment?
Where's the dart hole in my aisle that I'm in? Can I jump up now?
I mean, they're every few inches. There's a lot.
Just be ready to dodge. Yeah, cause she take the dodge, just like dodge action right now, reaction.
Okay, I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Hop diagonally to the eagle.
Okay. You hop diagonally to the eagle. Sinks down. Make a. Well, I'm just gonna roll with disadvantage for you. Alright, so you managed to dodge out of the way, just barely, of these darts. One of them actually does hit you, but it hits you in a way that it kind of deflects off. Sagor, you are actually going to get hit by another one of these darts. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hold on a second. Okay, I don't think I get advantage on anything like that. But I'm gonna use it anyhow. I'm gonna use inspiration.
Okay.
It did not help at all. 11.
Okay. So you are going to take 3 piercing damage as one of these darts sinks into your skin. And you're going to take another 12 poison damage as it injects this venom into you, and you feel it burn in that area of your flesh that it's sunk into, but you pull the dart out and throw it on the ground.
Ooh, that stings!
And I threw it on the ground.
You alright over there? Look, have you been hit by anything?
Logan's all the way back there. He's not even on the game of Monopoly with us.
Once the tiles go back up, I'll step onto the Amarage and roll one.
So when the traps go off, they raise up, and then the same ones that they have taken sink back down. When you step onto the Almirage, it doesn't sink because it's already sunk, and nothing happens.
Now I'm pretty confident if I step on this monkey, nothing will happen. Be ready again. I'll step sideways to the monkey.
Okay. You step sideways to the monkey. Nothing happens.
So
I'll go to the zebra that was previously tracked.
You step on the zebra. Sinks down.
Huh.
Really? Even though it's already sunken down?
That one wasn't sunken down.
The zebra
On the very
on row
first.
2? No, I was on the Amaraj row run. Went to the
on the zebra row.
Zebra
okay,
row
so,
two.
Yeah, so it's already sunken. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty good.
I was
I
like,
thought you
oh
were
my
talking
god.
about.
Oh no,
first
sorry,
zebra.
sorry.
um,
Maybe you should try that lion figure
I'll confidently step to the tiger diagonally.
or whatever.
Okay. You
Liger.
step over to the liger. And you hear, and then but nothing happens.
Hmm.
I think,
I think we could have gone on the left row all the way over.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there's a safe way to make this now.
No.
I'm gonna trigger one more trap no matter what.
we need to go all the way back, maybe, because I think we shouldn't have done two in the same aisle. We shouldn't have been to the thing. We should have just stepped up, because then we could have gone to the monkey, and
No,
then
you
from
could-
monkey.
You could, in theory, you could go to the giraffe.
Has the giraffe not been stepped on?
Giraffe has not been stepped on at the moment.
Oh. I'll take another step forward to the giraffe.
Nothing happens.
No, it's gonna be a leap of faith.
Is there a clear way over these things? It's like just
yeah, I mean you
walk
can
up?
jump right across.
Alright, I'll take a quick.
Yep, and you land on the other side.
So it was each unique creature. Who knew? What do I see on this side?
1 second. I accidentally clicked a button. Come on, there we go. Sorry about that. So, when you make it to the other side,
Lady, you're fine.
let me bring it here to the
You're fine.
to this.
You guys, should I try and jump on the safe one? Lady.
I think we need to follow Sigur's path and then jump the last one.
Agree.
As long as you all have at least 5 strength, you can make that jump.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm autopilot.
Did I pass a dead body along that path or along the way?
You did.
Did it have anything on it?
It did not. So, once you're on this other side, you see a path diverge to the right and then back to the north, and a path to the left that also goes back up to the north.
Looking down both hallways, is there any significance to them, or is it just stone? I'll wait for them to catch up.
Okay. I'm assuming you're all going to kind of take the same path.
Yep.
Okay. You do, and you all easily make that 5-foot jump, and now have reunited with Sigor.
Alright. So I believe the clear answer here is to the left.
Sure.
So I'm going to crouch down as I start going around the corner, checking for some traps. Do I see any?
Make a perception check for me. You can go ahead and make with advantage.
Dungeon Delver gives me advantage for that. Because I'm a delving dungeon dude. 22.
Okay. 1 second.
This feat is paying off already.
Okay. So as you take this left path, It feeds immediately back over to the right, and then back up to the north. And then you feed out into
Wow.
another hallway, one path leads to the south, one leads to the north.
I look to my right for like
And no, you don't see any traps.
just a half second, and then I immediately look left as I motion them to follow me around the corner to the left.
Okay.
Let's
so
begin.
You go to the back towards the south, and as you turn around, you follow this path around, and I will go ahead and use your very high roll. You reach a dead end, and you can see clearly that this dead end has a pressure plate on it, and when you look up in to the ceiling and the wall, you see a slit in it with a blade that's hanging precariously inside of it.
Well, yep, this was the wrong way. I'd point up, and I'd make this motion.
Oh.
Huh.
Interesting. Well, back the other way. I'll turn and I'll go between them, and then I'll hook a left around the corner.
So you're going back up to the north?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I didn't uncover that very well.
Traps
It
everywhere.
actually only goes to the right.
Oh. Well,
Huh?
when you get to the very top of it,
Yeah, when you get to that very top piece.
Looks like we're going right.
if we have to.
Yeah.
Let's go this way. It's probably going to be a dead end.
So you take a right, but then you immediately get to take another left.
Excellent.
Which leads you up again to a decision. The path diverges to the right and to the left. Which way will he go?
I mean, I shuffle left. I didn't even look right this time.
So it kind of winds you around a bit and leads you back up again to a choice of right or left. You can go left. And it leads you around to another dead end.
Stop it short. Do I see another pressure plate or something?
Make another perception check for me.
24.
Yes, there's definitely a pressure plate there, and that is a really sharp blade in the ceiling.
Wow. Another one. Huh.
All these lefts seem to have a bad omen at the end of them.
That only means there's going to be the best omen at the end of it. Is I turn around and I'll backtrack a bit.
When we make the right choice, get it right. Like,
The correct choice. We don't put it that way.
okay.
It's bad luck. Very bad luck.
Okay.
Alright, so where are we headed?
The opposite direction of which we just came.
So the...
Straight ahead.
Okay.
East direction.
Okay.
Headed east.
And to your pleasure, it actually does take another turn towards the left, and now you find yourself at a door that is kind of has some cobwebs around it.
Can I give it the rundown? Look for anything odd around it
Make a perception check.
of the trappish
Yeah, with his
type.
advantage.
I'm rolling so high with these. 23.
Yeah, it looks very normal.
Is there any kind of magical essence coming off the door, like a lock or handle or something?
Arcana check.
Yeah, of course. Just an 11.
Don't detect anything magical about it, no.
Any symbols on this one, or
Nope. Just a regular ass, wooden ass door.
How many bananas?
It's
Would you
about
say it
it's
is?
probably about a 7 foot high door, and it's a knob.
oh,
It's a standard door.
It's a standard door.
Okay. These are references to our first session.
grab the knob and give it a nice little.
Yep, and it opens right up actually.
Is it a pressure point on the first one walking in? Does it appear? I immediately don't trust.
So you walk into.
I'm like, hang on.
Don't trust
And
the-
mom hands Sigor.
Don't trust
hang
the
on.
host.
You mom and Sigor?
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on? What?
There might be another pressure point. I just don't trust it. So just, and you know, you're better at this than me. Is there a trap walking in here?
All right, in the doorway? Maybe.
Is there?
Is there?
No, it's safe.
Oh, well, okay. Okay, I think it's okay. Sorry about that. I guess it's a woman thing. My bad.
Better safe than sorry. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll slowly step into the room, looking around.
So this is about a 20-foot long by 10-foot wide room that you step into. In the middle is a pedestal that rises up with a flat top, and then there is a kind of a little container on the top of it, about probably 1 foot by 1 foot.
Look around this room, doing the usual. Are there darts ready to explode on us, or?
Make a perception check with advantage again if you're checking for traps.
Oh, that one's not as good. 13.
Okay. Still looking around. You don't see anything outside of this. Basically, like looking up, there's kind of a hole in the ceiling where this shaft of natural light actually shines down onto this pedestal from a square hole in the ceiling.
Does it look similar to the one we already got? Just the package or the...
Well, you don't necessarily see like a cube.
Or a
It's
container.
like a container. The previous spot you're at, there was just a cube sitting on the pedestal.
What do you think of this? And I kind of walk around to the back of it.
This looks like what we're seeking. I'm just thinking of the aftermath. This is the part when I think it expects us to take the path least expected, which would mean I may be overthinking this, but to leave, if we go back the way we came, something bad may happen. I just have a hunch. I could be overthinking this.
Potentially.
There's only one way to find out, though, I suppose, but
Okay.
just not poison gas again, please. No. What are you about to do?
I was going to just fold my hand out near the package. Is it going to give any kind of arcane essence off of whatever's in front of us?
In
Little
this kind of
container or
closed
whatever?
container, no, you don't see anything glowing through it.
I mean, maybe I should just put the ring on and I'll grab it.
That seems unnecessary.
Oh, I mean, it was just an idea.
Yeah, I agree with Sigor.
I would equate ring needance to maybe 4 dragons swooping at us at once.
Oh, yes, agreed.
No, you ring all day. Sure.
Okay, okay. I'm glad that. Okay, that's at least I know now.
Suddenly, you hear the flapping of Fort now.
Here's the ring! Here's the ring! Here's the ring! Put it on! Put it on!
So I'll go up to the box, and is it just a little lockbox? Or what is this?
It's actually not even locked. It just is like a stone container with a like kind of a lid on it.
Does the lid seem magical? Magical
No,
lid?
when you did
Or,
your,
yeah,
your check,
That's right.
yeah, it did detect magic. It didn't.
I'll
nothing
give it,
for
give it a lift.
Okay, you open it up. You look inside. There's nothing.
Someone already got
Well,
It is
damn.
completely empty.
waste of
I look at it, just tilt my head a bit, and I put my hand down. Just
Nothing.
does it give it all or anything?
Maybe we should still take it.
I squat down and I look at the pedestal it's on. What the hell? What? Is it anything? No.
No. Nothing.
Let's take the container.
It's attached to the pedestal.
Well, let's not take it.
But your mind does flash back to the dead bodies towards the front.
Luna, you checked all those bodies, did you? Outside and whatnot?
Yeah, you did. There wasn't anything on them, but you were clearly not the only or the first people here.
I guess
Should we go the other way?
we could. I guess someone beat us here to this. That's I hate that. Being the sloppy seconds to someone's ruined adventure.
Well, we should go the other way out. And I point to the door.
Maybe
Just
we'll
to
be
make
lucky
sure.
enough to find a dead body.
Yeah, who knows?
We do have to be thorough. If we were to leave and that were the case, we'd. I wouldn't want to hear the end of it. Is there anything else in this room? Just walls and stuff to the south. None.
Nothing else. Yeah.
No secret doors. anywhere to do a secret door check?
I mean, you can make a perception check, absolutely.
I'll look for the doors. Oh, nat 20. Is there?
Yep, there is no secret doors here.
All right.
Positive.
Positive.
I'll head to the other door, a little disappointed, but still cautious. I'll grab the knob and I'll push it. 'Cause I'm assuming it pushes out.
Pushes straight open. No resistance whatsoever. Opens up into a long, cobweb-filled hallway, just like all the other ones that you've traversed through.
And I'll trek down the hallway.
Okay.
As soon as it looks like I'm approaching a dead end, I'm gonna pause though.
So you get to a choice. You can go forward or you can go left.
I can go left? Where? If we're marching south, I have to go
So
right,
you're
right?
going- If you go up. There it is. There we go. So
Oh,
you kind
that's
of reach
better.
this loop around, and then you come up to a choice where you can continue going towards the west or to the south. So forward or left.
I start sweating a little bit.
I can go one way if you want to go the other.
All right, you check that way, and I'll help left.
So you go left and you go forward.
I'll go forward one step.
Okay, so you move forward about 5 feet, and you see that the path continues.
Sigor,
south and
Sigor,
then
Sigor,
left.
Sigor. There's a. You can go left up here.
And then Sigor, you get to this. You head left and you head south, and there's another opportunity to go forward. Actually, if you get here, you would actually see all the way here. So you see a dead end and then an opportunity to go left. So basically, you are standing currently, Sigor, right here. Lucan, you are standing right there.
Finish the path, Lucan. We'll meet up.
I'll go one step forward.
Luna, where are you? Are you with me?
I'm in the hallway between the two. Like, I'm ready to go whichever way someone screams.
Lucan, you go 5 more feet further, and then you see a dead end.
I'll go back.
Okay, you circle back around to Sigor.
I didn't
Sigor, I'm
see
assuming
anything.
you're continuing. You take that left, and shortly after, Lucan catches up with you.
And Luna. Luna
and
too.
Nothing this way, or
I'm
nothing
still
that way.
here.
You have to kind of peel your way through some cobwebs. Spiders kind of get the occasional spider on you. You shake it off.
My husband loves spiders.
I don't love spiders. But then you have the opportunity to go left again. Should I just assume autopilot? Okay.
Unless there are spikes aimed at me and I'll walk into them. That's the only reason I would not, probably. Maybe. Maybe still even.
So you reach this intersection that leads kind of south back down towards the entrance, and another way that goes back to the north.
Hey, Sigor, did you know that even if you go right, you could position your body to where you're leading with your left?
That just sounds ridiculous, Lucan. Why do you say such things?
Well, just an observation.
If need be, we can shimmy, but no, I would not do such a thing.
Well, because your left hand is always your left hand.
You confuse me so
But
much.
you could lead with your left, even though if you didn't want to.
I go around and go up
Okay.
a left. A solid, real one.
A real ass left hand turn. When you go up, you turn around, you see another dead end. At the end of that, you see another body of a red-robed individual who has been sliced in half.
Oh, boy.
How unfortunate.
Luna, this is, I know this is an odd thing of yours, but you enjoy this part if you want to.
I mean,
We should.
I thought you would have found this out about me. I don't. It's not stealing. If I need it more than they do, they're dead. They don't need anything that they have on them.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly.
Well,
Right. That's.
I have no qualms about stealing from the dead.
when you put that second sentence on there,
You
that
feel me?
is- That is correct.
It's not stealing if I need it more than someone else.
Right,
and they're dead.
but the dead do deserve to be treated with respect and their belongings.
But if they're living,
I'm pointing to both of my personality traits.
Pull out your cheek.
Yeah.
It's not stealing if I need it more than someone else.
if they're still alive, we should steal it.
Well, they're not, so I go up.
Just don't trigger the blade, whatever it is.
It's on that the body's on that pressure plate.
Is the blade still out?
No, it's
In theory, it's
Yeah.
pulled
Do
back
they have
up.
like a hand flop to the side? Like, kinda like pull them? Let me see real quick. Can I, theoretically,
we're even the theoretics here.
create a ghostly skeletal hand and have my hand pull it?
How much weight can it pull?
I don't think it's technically supposed to do that. That's why I'm asking.
So no. They can pick up kind of small objects and stuff like that, and even
Okay?
No.
I've got more
Open
ideas.
doors.
Please hold.
It's a no for me, dog.
It's no for me, dog.
I really hope this fellow has what we're looking for.
I'm gonna use my light torch. And I'm gonna walk up to the edge of the square,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do what I did at the start of it, just like body on this side of the square. Torch.
As soon as you press your torch down, and it cuts your torch clear in half,
Whoa.
and then it kind of hangs there for a second, and then you start to see it.
I quickly grab the body. Grab the body.
Okay, you pull one half of the body out.
Search the body.
You find about 25 gold,
I don't care
On
about
it?
gold right now.
but
I'll still take it though.
nothing else.
Lucan, do the thing again. Do the thing.
Well, I'm glad you caught on to what I was trying to get to.
Oh, you gotta pull his lower half next. Ooh.
Where's this lower half on
The-
this section?
A little further back.
The part with the intestines and whatnot hanging out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You may want to wait till the blade's like going back up, maybe to
Got it.
reset.
Yep. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
Maybe drop something on it you don't care about.
Is it on, like, looking at the square? Is it on the left side or the right side, in the middle? As far as the body?
It's kind of off towards. If we're looking at this, it's kind of in the northwest corner.
I will get on the. So looking at it, it's northwest. I'll get on the left side, so you have a clear. I will get on this side, so you have a clear shot, Luna.
Okay.
And I will again do my same thing, like.
Same thing, and you managed to avoid it.
Yeah.
This time. Pull it out. There's nothing in that half.
Oh, there's no. We don't see anything else in the area.
No.
Oh,
Lots of blood. Lots of blood.
Damn. I guess
Well,
we'll
those-
find who succeeded eventually.
It was worth a try. I mean, we know that it's not in here.
There's one pathway we did not go though, right?
Really?
Based off of that, yeah, we didn't go down.
Oh, that is true.
Do you want to check it?
I mean, we need to.
Yeah, there might be one more dead body we're missing.
Okay. Well, we'll route around and go all the way,
To that last.
going south to that. Yeah.
You go to that last one. I'll just kind of pass for a bit. It's dead end. Nothing there.
Okay. Let's go back
No
to our.
bodies, no
bodies.
nothing.
No bodies, no nothing. It seems this place has been picked clean.
I hate it.
Yeah, they had to sacrifice a lot of lives to figure out these puzzles. We didn't lose one, so go us.
That is true.
Rah rah rah.
That's right. Sylvanian 7.
Sylvanian 7.
All three of us.
So we're going back to the animal tiles. Are some of them still pushed down from whence we came?
Yeah, the same ones. The same path that you took is still depressed.
Okay, I'm gonna make a hop and follow the
All
path
right.
we took.
Repeat.
You all do the same thing, and you find yourself back out at the entrance of the shrine there.
Well, damn, that was almost a
Waste.
of time. It's unfortunate.
Well, we do know it's not in there.
Well,
Which means it could be anywhere.
That is also true.
As I step out, I want to. Brad, hello.
But we
are you
know where it's not.
when we get outside, can I quickly scan the area just to make sure nothing new has decided to, set up around us?
Make a perception check.
A fair one. 15.
Great. So looking around, no, nothing looks to be disturbed or moved, or nothing seems to be any different than before.
Do I hear anything from Brad?
No.
Well,
South to our next obelisk, I suppose, then. The one across from that plaza with the spooky
yeah.
Dendar totem.
Sure. Yeah, and I'll make way back on I-90 or E90 or
O90.
O90.
I want to change my Brad calls to the sprint person calls. Can you hear me now, Brad?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I'll tell you what, I'll even mark this stuff off right here.
Put a fat dumb X on it. Or no. No square, no airship,
Big ol' X on that spot.
No fun!
no shop, no salesperson with airships.
At least we didn't come out too hurt. I'm only a little hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
I had a magical shield put on me by the trap itself at one point, so that was neat.
Hey, I think that, Lucan, you're pretty resistant to, it's difficult to hit you, yes?
Yes and no. Because I feel like you could just hit me right now if you wanted to.
But I'm saying, for people to actually damage you,
I know I gave a sarcastic answer. I'm not really good with that. I mean, I do have this armor on and stuff like that, if that's what you're asking
pretty
about. It's kind of
strong.
hidden under these clothes, but yes.
He's a sturdy big fellow.
yeah.
Okay,
I feel like if you want, I could probably help you a little, though.
I'm actually average size for kind of my, my folk.
What do you mean by help me?
I mean, you know how I did the thing where I can make myself a little tougher?
Mm-hmm.
I think you might benefit from it, too. I think Lucan over there's too strong for me to help him any, but I could help you.
Well,
Really?
remember our old friend Patron? And
Yeah.
he used to do that trick? Well, I mean, I can kind of do that. I kind of picked that up.
What is this trick called?
Well, you remember sometimes he'd put that ore on him for just a little bit. He was more evasive. I can do that. I mean, I don't have anything like what you're talking about, like what you did to yourself.
Are you talking about your mage armor?
Yeah.
I don't have anything like that. No.
You could do that on other people?
That's why I wear this though.
Yeah.
And I
Oh. Well, if the situation calls for it, yeah, use your... I trust you as a caster. Do what you see fit.
Oh, wait, you have armor on, though, right?
Indeed I do.
That's why.
I take my leather and I kind of...
That's why. Right.
My bad. Yeah, I can just do it to me, because then, I don't really have any armor on, so.
Very well.
Just kidding.
I still appreciate the thought. Alright, Lucan, if you want to proceed on the O90?
Oh, 90.
So you continue your way down the O90, which for our viewers here, let me draw a little. Let's see. O90 will be yellow here. This is
Follow the yellow brick road.
This is Omu Interstate 90 right here. Bam.
Yeah, there it is.
I need 75 and then 40.
Yeah. So although it is still a stone road, as I said before, it is still very overgrown, cracked, very uneven. Takes you a while to kind of traverse. And I'm assuming you're still being semi-cautious? Or
I'm
or are we
looking for
just going
a
cautious
dinosaur.
I'm checking rooftops primarily.
Okay. So if you're looking at rooftops, everybody go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Nat 28.
Not as good. 15.
9.
So you travel about 30 minutes down O90, and Sigor, you said you rolled a nat 20?
Mm-hmm.
Luna, you rolled a what?
9.
9 and
15.
15. So Lucan and Sigor, you both, Sigor, you see it first, but Lucan, you pick up on it a little shortly after, especially after Sigor points it out. A set of, it's not necessarily tracks so much as a kind of diversion in the path, or not so much a diversion, but a disturbance in the dirt, in the dust on this path, and they seem to be some are footsteps, but one of these tracks, it's almost like a probably 4 foot in diameter slither trail that leads off to the east towards these buildings, kind of over here in this general area right here.
They lead that way?
Luna, you also hear at this point a couple of more curse words ring into your head in Brad's voice.
Brad, I got you. Where you at? Got 25 gold I just found waiting on you. Where you at? Brad,
You hear,
Brad.
shiny assholes, snakes, and then nothing.
You guys, the snakes have Brad.
Do they? I look back down at the tracks. Well, let's maybe do what we have to do then. Right, let's follow these tracks down here then, because I believe our Yuan-Ti friends may be nearby.
Okay, so you're heading off to the east.
Weapons ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanna. Brad, can you hear me again?
No response.
I don't know if he's over there, because I'm trying to get closer. He was within 120 feet, and I can't. I want to use my city secrets to quickly go 20 feet in another direction. Brad, can you hear me now?
Nothing.
Quick again, other direction. Brad, can you hear me now?
Moving in every direction, you don't hear anything from Brad anymore.
I don't know where he is.
Stagger, is it normal to dart around like this?
Sigor, make a survival check for me.
21.
Okay. You still are able to follow those tracks to the east, though. You see a few kind of human-style footprints and still one larger, like, trail that kind of slithers through.
Well, what do you think?
I think we need to take out the enemy before the enemy does what it wants with us. I don't imagine these Yuan-Ti will be very negotiable, judging by that camp and that letter. So, be ready for a fight. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready, as I'll ever be.
Right. Alright, stealth mode, moving forward.
Okay. You move forward. Everybody make a stealth check for me.
I'm nervous.
9.
I rolled a 9. What's my plus?
Well, it may not surprise them, but at least we tried.
13.
Well, with disadvantage, it's a 5.
Okay.
Why is disadvantage for you?
So I have heavy armor.
Heavy armor.
Oh, I'm super stealthy
He's
compared to
cling,
my
he's
friend.
clang-clanging around.
I'm a little
So even if y'all are great, he's still cling-clanging
Yeah,
right with
that's
you.
I should have cast on us. It's alright.
So it takes about another 10 minutes or so, but you come across a little open town square, essentially, and you see a few things. So you see the same kind of worn down buildings and everything like that, but on top of that, you see a couple more of these dead red-robed figures. But what catches your eye the most is there are a few wooden stakes kind of planted in the ground, and there are these kind of dead bodies, essentially, with their arms bound behind these stakes. And on one of these stakes, bound and not moving, is Brad.
Oh man.
Is it in an open area?
I kind of jump forward and then caution gets the better of me.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak out loud, so I'm gonna look in.
And looking
Can you
at him,
hear
you
him
see
from afar?
kind of blood dripping from his head.
How far away are we?
Probably about 50 feet. You find yourselves kind of at the edge of a building. You're kind of peeking around the edge of this building, and you see in the opening these stakes and with these corpses tied to them, and then of course, like I said, Brad.
I'll throw a healing word at him, because that's 60 feet.
Yep.
If he comes alive, let me know. And
he still doesn't necessarily move.
Want to
You
message
feel
Brad?
like your healing took hold though.
Can I message
Yeah.
Brad and say, pretend to still be dead or whatever? Can you hear me? Are you alive?
He was healed for 12.
Don't say anything out loud. This is Luna.
He doesn't move, but you hear in your head, "The city sucks. It's the worst."
Brad, this is very important. Pretend like you are asleep. Do not say anything. Don't let them know you're fine. Okay?
And then you see him like kind of look up and open his eyes.
No,
and he says,
no.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Wow. Beautiful.
Typical Brad. Brad would do that.
Because it
Oh,
may work to our
Brad.
advantage. Maybe they'll track them back and we can. Then we'll get surprised. He's the bait again.
Good old Brad. Be rad. Well, you made it through another temple.
Yeah, we
Didn't
did.
die.
I mean, fine.
Empty-handed.
Empty hand. Well, we know it's not in there. Someone else has it.
Someone's patrolling around here who has it.
We're not the only ones looking
Take it.
for him. So on that puzzle thing, since we've gone through there, could we have gone straight on the far left and been fine?
Yep.
I knew it. Knew it. Knew it.
The main thing was that you couldn't step on the same.
Same. It was
thing
repeating.
twice.
Yeah. It was repeating.
Yeah. I looked at that the other day when I was looking at it. I was like, these motherfuckers are just gonna walk across the left side and be fine. Because I was like, he always goes left. He always goes left.
I should have. I didn't even think about that at that point. We should have just done
I
that.
mean, I'm not the. Lucan's not the trap master. Like I wouldn't have. Player.
The
I
trap
knew it.
master.
I knew it. Lucan did not.
Science figured it out for me.
Yeah.
I experimented with some darts.
That's okay. We got through it. A little damage, but we're okay.
So yeah, that was fun. Good job, everybody.
Mm.
So, we're going to pick up right here next Saturday, 8 p.m. Central, not Pacific, and see what happens. Maybe Brad's okay, maybe he's not. He seems to be in his old Brad spirit.
He seems okay. To do something like what he just did.
But we appreciate everybody who joined us tonight, very much so. If you enjoyed what these shenanigans that we put on, throw us a follow. If you really liked it, throw us a subscription. We really appreciate it. If you're Amazon Prime, you can do it for free. Twitch Prime for the win. We always really appreciate the support. So, until next time, I'm Moose. These are our illustrious players, Luna, Sigor, Lucan. We'll be back next week with the full party. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Brad. But probably with the full party next week. So, leading them up to that, me and Sigor will be dicking around and jerking around on other games. Feel free to come in and tell us how bad we are at them, because the internet loves, Well, no, the internet's a pretty supportive place. I feel like they're...
You have pure hatred and love. In between, not so much.
Not so much. So if you love us, come tell us you love us. If you hate us, come tell us to piss off. We always appreciate any of that. So thank you again for watching, everybody. Have a great evening. We will see you next week, maybe throughout the week. But thank you again. Bye.